Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle, episode 312, the wormhole. Hopefully, you guys have had an amazing Saturday mid-weekend. Mine's been a roller coaster today. That's me talking in the background as the video loads up. Guess I should start out this chat. A little welcome and cheers. Oh, CJ beat me to it. What is up with this fucking chat? What's up, CJ? Maybe it's just me doing something with it. That's weird. Man, I wish I could figure out YouTube some days. Pop this out. Just live chat again. What's up, CJ? Hopefully you had a good day. For watching, Chad. How you doing? Appreciate you guys popping in. Trying to get some music going. Trying to get this thing going. Hopefully Smiley will be popping in here soon. Get the email warming up for the fucking 20 after dab. Holy cow, it's 20 after right now. Let's get this dab song going. Cheers, everybody. Email is close enough to hit dab song going. Chat back up. Can't see shit. Holy cow, that's definitely. There we go. Just a little better there. Oh, it's Indica. Justin Station. How you guys doing? It's 20 after. Take a dab with me. What's up, Dozer? How you doing? Spiky Pilot's in the house. Just one of the fun things that's happened today. I bought a new banger for for that skull pipe, that rig. And fucker cracked on the third use. Third warm up, she cracked on me. Good Sunday morning to you, Canna. Health and happiness. Pretty tasty as it was warming up. Pretty tasty as it was warming up. Man, I am freaking lost over here tonight. Hoping my friend Smiley joins me so I can get some stuff done and get some other people in here to keep Smiley company, keep Chad rolling. What's up, Modern Genetics? Hello, Claire. How you doing? I'm glad you had a good time last night. It's always good to hear. Resurrection Prophet. I know I got a fucking ballast out I need to fix. I bought a bulb thinking it was the bulb, but no, it's the ballast. What's up, Smiley? Smiley Gardens. Modern Genetics. What's up? Oof. Tomorrow is going to be a good episode with Mr. Jeff Pellick. Hopefully I said that right. I like it when you guys come on and finally correct me for my stupidity. I actually appreciate that. Oh, no more of that damn song, that's for sure. I guess we'll try to get some Gary Clark Jr. up in here. why I dabble on. I'm trying to see if somebody's going to join us tonight. Automation is freedom. Much respect to you, my friend. Need to give me some fucking cannabis over here. I didn't even think about loading up the tray before I sat down. You would think I'd be getting better at this as I go along, but it seems like I'm getting worse. Huh. Not doing some of this shit. Oh, man. Got a whole pile of seeds I'm working on here. Some nice dark black ones. Some Jacks. Velvet Punch. You could almost call it Nest One. Some nice seeds. Oh, there's Smiley. Some nice gardens right there. I unfortunately took a nap today too, Claire. What's up, Smiley? How you doing today?
Good, dude. I believe it's Saturday, right? It's Saturday.
It's depending on who you're talking to, I guess. Somebody in chat just told me it was Sunday morning. I'll buy it, I guess, if you're just waking up.
Either way, made it to the weekend.
Okay. I woke up in the AM again tonight, man. It's like 3 days in a row now where I've eaten late and then fucking woke up at like 1 o'clock and shit. I had a bad spike tonight, man. I fucking planned to lay down for like 20 minutes and I woke up like 3 hours later not knowing like what day it was, what fucking time. I was like,
what happened? What'd I miss? The fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, well, the time was an issue. Then it was like, what day is it? Do I have a guest? Oh, fuck. After I seen the time, I was like, oh, fuck, do I have a guest tonight? Oh, fuck. And I was like, I ain't got a guest. That helps. That helps a little. I got somebody all pissed.
I was just talking about that. So that's dazed and confused, right? The term. And I was just talking about that too with a buddy today because I got I got a few new ones that I'm trying. And there's one of them that's called Sea Stars, and it's shout out to 808 Genetics. It's fire as fuck, man. But he named it Sea Stars because it's like if you hit it, you're gonna see stars. You know what I mean? But anyway, it fucking held pretty damn true to that. I mean, he didn't see stars, but it's definitely a heady high, and that's what a buddy of mine, long time friend of mine, was over and we were smoking, and he like passed it. We were like halfway through the joint, and he's fucking just like, like, what are we talking about? I forgot. He's like, damn, that is heady shit. So I was pretty excited about it.
That's always good. That's always a good thing.
Yeah,
I think, on that same line of things, I think that I know you're gonna correct me. Canna always corrects me too every time I say that. The manja delight there. I think I got it close enough.
Not even close. That's good. We know what you're talking about.
You're like not even close, but yeah, just run with it. Fucking that shit's fucking peppery. And that's what some sativas, really super sativas, that's what I know. And that thing's already gone like 2 weeks past my normal indicas. It's probably got another 2 weeks to go. And so I don't know. She just shows the traits that I'm going to expect from a strain that's going to make me shit myself. Maybe it's like pre-programmed in there. You know what I mean?
I was wondering, maybe the pepper plays the laxative effect.
I don't know.
What's up, Bigus?
What's up, Mr. Bigus?
What's up, guys? How are you doing, man? You've been kicking butt lately, dude. Excellent stuff. God, dude, I'm riveted. You know, I'm trimming, which I do. I need you give me a good reason to trim as I sit and watch your show. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, Eagle's on, I can trim, right? And because you're gonna go for a minute, you know what I mean? It's not one of these quick things where I gotta pay attention forever. But dude, excellent job lately, guys. Hello to the chat room. Chad, what's up? Spiky Pilot, morning. Lucky Mike, greetings. Smiley, Jhnny, Canna Seed, and my main man Eagle. Good to see you guys.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Jhnny? How you doing?
How you doing, man? Good to see you guys. Yeah, I had to come on and tell you guys what happened to me last night. I made some medicated chicken. Fried me up some medicated chicken and some of my infused oil that I made. It was rather good. And after I got done, I drained out the oil out of the little niblets, you know, that come out at the end after you fry it in the flour. And it was sitting in the pan there. And I said, oh, shoot, you know, I might as well just, wasn't even thinking about it. I gave it to my dog. He got lit. I mean, I didn't think about it till about an hour later. And I go, oh, wait a minute. That was medicated. I just gave, oh, shit. And then I looked at him. He was sitting there just looking at me with this. He was just so he was just comfortable. I mean, he was just laying there and no issues whatsoever, having a good time.
It was
It was funny when he got up. He kind of, you know, whoa, yeah. I felt bad, you know, but at the same time, it was like, well, at least I know what it does to him, you know, if he gets a hold of it.
We'll sleep it off.
So, yeah. He did too. This morning, he was one chipper guy. You know, he was wanting to go places. Yeah, probably the best rest he'd ever had.
Yeah, had a good night.
It was good. I swear, that was too funny. I couldn't believe that happened.
I gave it to my cat. He was having some issues and watery eyes, and kind of we started putting little CBD oil and THC oil mix on just a couple of pieces of cat food, and man, he started feeling a lot better. It was funny.
I had no problems after that. Yeah, it was funny. I looked at his eyes, and they didn't look normal. He was just kind of glazing at me. I mean, he had a glazed look to his eyes, you know. I'd been there. I knew that look. I recognized it.
That's funny. You're like, I know that look.
Yeah, I recognize that look, man. That's me, you know. When I'm comfortable, that's, you know, I'm laying there and I'm comfortable. Yeah. Right yeah. On. So I got a new nursery going on here.
A new nursery? Well, like rotated the plants, or you have a new tent?
No, new nursery.
New tent. Cool.
Huh.
No, new strains. I'm saying.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I got new nursery going on.
This one's pretty big. I was like, dude, would you take out a loan or what?
Yeah, took out a loan. You know, I was flipping through some of my pictures because my phone's telling me that my memory bank's a little bit overloaded. I need to get rid of a couple of things. So I was going through some. Yeah, I got too many pictures. Yeah. And they're all plants. I can't figure that out, you know.
So fucking weird.
Yeah. So I go flipping through them, and I found my first photo of my grow. It was just a piece of wood sitting on top of one of my platform ladder stand-up things, and with one light sitting on it, and one plant. It was funny. It was enjoyable.
What's up, boys?
Hey, Jack.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
how you doing, Jack, sir? Like the live stream you did there, buddy. That was cool.
Feeling much happier now. It was much more delayed than I was hoping for, but the books are finally printed into my possession. So I just got to print the labels and ship them, and that'll be happening on Monday. Well, I'm actually gonna do the labels tomorrow, and they'll be shipped out Monday. So very exciting.
Nice.
I've actually got one right here. What y'all will receive. I showed this just on my live stream just now on Instagram, but it's a black little bubble mailer, and you'll pull out the book, 50 Strains of Green, right here, and you'll see a little cardboard slip, which basically prevents them from rolling it and stuffing it in your mailbox. This gives it a little bit more structural support and integrity for when it's shipped.
Yeah. They'll do it anyway.
They'll try. They probably will, but you know, it's paperback, so it's a little bit more fragile than some of the other stuff, but it's going to show.
That looks incredible, man. That's a really good looking book.
How many pages total is it, Jack?
120.
It's pretty thick.
Yeah, I like that. It's nice and thick, lots of pics.
So it's 50 strains, so you get 50 pages of information, like 1 page of information and 1 page of photos per each strain. And then I have an intro, and then I have a conclusion where I give a shout out to DOA Grows Meds, who passed, my father who passed, Subcool, Bushy Older Grower Bog, and Neville Schumacher, the guy from the seed bank. So they all get like a commemoration shout out at the end of the book. And then the table of contents, like where I got some of the photos from, and some legal information. But yeah, 120 pages.
Yes. So that cool part on the back you got there.
Oh yeah, man! I got the Eagle Garden shout out right over here. I don't know if you'll focus, but this whole paragraph basically says, I could read it actually here now that I've got it. A big thank you to Eagle Gardens, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, for lighting the proverbial fire that inspired Jack to begin writing this book. A few others had casually mentioned he should write a book in the past, but after Eagle told him he should, Eagle kept updated and made sure Jack was still working and making progress. Eagle not only helped motivate the writing of the book, but also is the reason many readers knew about Jack, or this book in general, to get a copy. Big thanks to Eagle. I sincerely mean that.
Oh, man.
Big props.
I got goosebumps, man. Thank you, bro.
I can't wait to send you your copy, man.
Yeah.
All of you.
So, Smiley,
Everybody
when can I get some of those stickers?
Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing.
I just have sorry.
By the time-
I just didn't want to skip them. I was thinking.
I'm sorry. I want one of those badass stickers in my garden.
I know. I do want to get them shipped out. We got to make a point, Eagle. I'll give you my. I don't know. I just didn't want to ship them. I thought we'd meet up and be easier. So we've had
You think so?
meet up planned, and it's fallen through a number of times, and now here we are.
Awesome.
I feel super bad about it because there's even people like close to Smiley where they've like popped up and shit. The new ones might even probably be ready soon. Oh no, man, that's bad. That is terrible.
That's all right.
Soon, Jhnny. All you got to do basically is drop me an address. So I'm terrible about keeping addresses. So if you drop me an address, I'll send you some out. That's for sure. Same with Smiley. I would have sent him out a long time ago. But
That is my fault. I agree.
I should have it somewhere. I'm guilty of that.
I
just
went smoke one while I grab it from you. It's all right.
That'd be nice, man. And fucking these COVID times, it's just been hard to fucking hook up, make shit work. I don't know.
You know, them evil eyes when you get close to people and stuff.
I know I'm going to drop off Ali's copy. He's got the proof copy, but I'm going to deliver his signed copy, because the one that he has right now isn't signed and the binding wasn't done properly. It was just like the kind of rush to get me an idea of the quality.
Yes. I know he'll appreciate that.
I saw him
That was
rolling
my-
up on it. He was using the book as a rolling tray. It's like, hell yeah, man.
It's a good purpose for it, you know?
Yeah,
Dual
hey, that's what I
purpose.
want. On the coffee table in those times when you got nothing else available, it's nice. It's a gloss cover, so it won't get the resin to stick on there too much. And you could roll up pretty good. So cheers to that.
Jack, James Seaman and Chad's wanting to know where he can purchase the book and if there's any left.
There are very, very few copies left. If he wants to DM me, he can DM me on Instagram at Jack Greenstalk, Twitter at Jack_Greenstalk, Cannabuzz at Jack Greenstalk, or email me at jackgreenstalk47@gmail.com. Any of those ways. It's first come, first serve. I take PayPal or Cash App. And if you don't want to pay for the physical book, the ebook will be coming out within a week, hopefully, if the platforms approve it.
So, on a different note, Bigus, I want to tell you, I fucking love this graphic for multiple reasons. The leaf is just vivid as fuck. But again, call me petty, call me what you will, but this is the reason why I like this graphic. And I fucking noticed this shit completely on accident. But this is, I've actually thought about starting the show like this, to be honest with you. Watch, I fucking go off camera. This is why I love this fucking graphic. Watch.
This is
Get
good.
this right. I can actually like come through the eagle.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Dude, that is-
The other day I kind of did it in slow motion, and it was just more like I came through and just like turned in, came from the eagle. You know what I mean? Just like transferred from it. I was like, oh, that is.
Every now and
Fucking
then I
cool.
get
I
one
love that
right. You
shit.
know what I mean?
They say
Yeah,
a
that's a
blind
good
squirrel
one.
finds
I
a
love
nut. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut.
Now, when
You know what's
play
funny,
your
though?
Intro song, you can like come in that way, Eagle.
Pretty cool. I like that.
Someday.
Good theatrical quality there. I mean, I don't have a green screen. I just got a backdrop. I keep forgetting to put my cannabis leaves back up, or it's not so much. I'm just kind of lazy. I think haven't got around to it.
That's a safe screen.
It
You
is.
can go on anybody's program with that. That's not something you're going to say, oh, sorry about the backdrop there. Let me.
But yeah, great job on the book there, Jack. So are you going to print more copies since you're almost out?
No, it's going to be limited edition and it'll raise the value.
Just raise the price.
Well, here's the thing. It's the first edition. I'll say that. It might be the only copies of the first edition because I've already found at least one typo. But
Son of a bitch.
you know what? The thing is, the first edition orders will pay for me to get an editor on the second edition, maybe, because this is self-published, self-edited, fucking done with the help of the good people like my wife who gave me the cover photo, and Sequence MI is the guy who did the layout for the cover. He's like worked in a printing shop, so he understands all the technical stuff, and was able to lay it out really nicely for me. And so I had the help of some friends as opposed to like people on Fiverr or some outsourcing it to some random person, which was nice. And then just at least one all-nighter on my end, because I was like trying to get this shit 100% done, edited. I was surprised editing and formatting actually took as long as writing the actual book and doing like some of the research. Like, but I learned, so next book it won't take as long. So
Well,
That's why Eagle goes live.
when you start a row and you finish it, you know what I mean? It's a good feeling.
it's totally that. And like this is the first time I've actually ever like written a book and like published it, and like been able to physically hold a copy. Like I've done like papers like digitally and like longer stuff, but it's never actually come to be in like a physical form. And I was a little worried because 120 pages is actually like 60 physical pages because I print them front and back. And I thought like 60 pages, that might be like kind of a little thin pamphlet, but no, it feels significant in your hand. It's like a good feeling book. And it's got the book smell, which is awesome. Like I love the way a book smells when you're flipping through it. It's just hot off the
That new
press.
print. Yeah, the new print. No.
Green 13, how are you, sir? Good to see you.
Cheers, bud.
You muted, brother.
It's usually better like that, Eagle. Good morning, gentlemen. I'm good. I hope you're all well. Is everybody all right?
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Having your tea, are you?
Coffee.
Coffee, hey, that's good
So-
too. Nice.
You're a gentleman I was hoping to run into this evening there, Green 13.
Yeah,
What do you
know?
think of your What do you think of your Lumatech light?
I absolutely love it. I'm exceptionally impressed with it. Exceptionally impressed. It's running at the moment at 3/4 because every time I put it on full power, the plants just fucking burn. It is strong. It is well made. It is, yeah, exceptional. Why do you ask?
Lumatech's kind of reached out, to be honest with you.
Photon tech?
There you go.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
the Photon Tech they want me to possibly review.
Yeah,
But,
I would grab that with both hands, my friends. It's a review you're going to do, and then, you know, people will want to hear it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Which actually comes at a decent time. I'm a little fucking frustrated tonight. Actually, you guys probably have noticed for the last, 4 nights at minimum, I've had a candle out back there in the dinosaur fucking tent. And fucking, I've been meaning to, where I've had the spare bulbs or the old bulbs buried was like a task to get to. So I put it off the last few days. And then I got to the point where, fuck it, I'm just going to go buy a new bulb. Because I knew that one was old, and why throw another old bulb back in there? You know what I mean? So I went and grabbed another fucking bulb today at $75. $75 fucking dollars. And then fucking throw it in there. Nothing fired up. So I pulled on the ballast.
Fuck.
Yep, the ballast is fucking dead. So now, I'm going to have a couple hundred into that light where I'm, for that couple hundred, by the time I bought a new ballast and put another bulb in there, I fucking might as well have bought a fucking cheap LED, to be honest with you. I would have might as well just bought a fucking, something else and take that thing down.
Not to mention you wouldn't have to replace the bulb again, and you wouldn't have to dispose of the bulb after you replaced it. The disposal is the shitty part, dude.
Yeah, who wants to chuck that out the window while they're driving along?
Right? You got 12 of them before you fucking know it sitting around, too, if you don't get rid of them right away. Crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. There is actually a tub back there with, half-used bulbs and shit that I was going to dig out. Well, I might change to, I could actually, there's one of these candles burning that's like you can tell it's, it's could be swapped out. So I may take that bulb and just swap it out there, but it may be time to just pull down one of them big old hoods versus, buying another ballast and keeping it going.
Can the heating bill of the house, can your house stay warm enough if you do, though, Eagle?
He just needs to chop more wood.
Yep, that'll be the case, right? Jack nailed it. Just more of a 24-hour fire. No, at least part of the day, a little bit longer. Man.
Yeah, you only got a couple more months of winter left.
But that is an honest consideration too, because I just switched out some LEDs in veg, and I ran into a huge problem, and it caught me before I knew it, that my room not only was getting too cold over the dark cycle, like down into the upper 50s, and it was like also not getting warm enough during the light cycle, like low 70s. So I was having to really fucking crank it up, and I ended up going back to some of the HID lighting just so I could get the temps up during the day, because what's the point if I'm gonna fucking run a heater in there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I might as well
Just run hotter light.
HID light again, right?
Yeah.
100%. Because
They do that here.
heating is wasted energy, whereas light, that is the heat on the light is wasted energy, but not wasted for you.
A lot of
It's
people
the
run
same with-
CMH in the winter here when it's like too cold for their LEDs, but then in the spring, summer, and every other season when like we have a little bit more heat naturally, they run their LED because then it's just like perfect temperature. So it's definitely a consideration. Though some of those older, I don't knock HID. They fucking grow some of the happiest plants I've ever seen. CMH in particular, but metal halides are great as well. Even though they're some of the least efficient of the HID bulbs, I think that blue, something about it, and some of the UV and that spectrum just makes the plants really happy. But
yeah, small and happy.
So, Smiley, you want to do another funny thing you bring up about that as well is, oh, and you'll like this.
I was gonna say, what's up with the evil laugh before you finish that?
Yeah.
I hope I like how that's going.
Oh, this is because I know where this is going already. We've been down this conversation. We've been down this road a few times. So, with that canna out the last few days, I have noticed a temperature drop in the room. It's been extra cold up here though. The last few nights, shit, it was like fucking 5 degrees outside last night. So I actually was running a heater back here, a propane heater, and I was watching, my meter spike.
That makes good CO2,
you know what I mean?
dude.
Yeah, I know it, right? So I'm watching my fucking CO2 spike up to like, it's like nice. I had it about 80 some degrees, 82 in the room, not in the tents. I looked over at one of the tents. It was like 85, 87 in the tent. And I look over at my PPM meter and I'm like fucking 1200, 1300. And I look around and every fucking plant in the room's like, la! And I'm like, oh, fuck.
We like
So
this, Uncle Eagle.
So,
You're hitting
yeah, so I'm
VPD.
looking around the room. I'm looking at that light out and I'm like, oh, fuck. This isn't the only improvement that needs to happen in there. So, yeah.
Get working on that 2021. Get working on that barn, rude boy.
Yeah, something.
It'll pay
that
for
needs to
itself,
happen.
Amigo. I can tell you that it'll pay for itself. I know it's
not even that expensive. It's just the monitor.
Yeah,
which he's already got.
Go ahead.
I said barn, a whole barn. Barn's expensive.
So here's another thing I wanted to, pick you guys' brain about, because I've already, you guys know that I'm not necessarily in a closed environment. Doggo the Hudson, bro. What's up, Doggo? Sure the fuck is.
Cheers.
So what I'm thinking about is, because I'm not necessarily in a closed loop. It's a semi-closed loop, but not closed. I'd say semi. It is drawing some air out of the room, but not a whole lot. And it's being filtered, so it's not like a crazy draw out of the room. And I'm intense. So this is what I've kind of thought about. CO2 is a heavy air. So this is my thought. Instead of, like running CO2 in the room, like, I seen the spike in the heater the other day and I seen the results. So I actually thought about, kind of running lines into the tent and then maybe like haloing around the tent. So make like a pipe that goes around the tent and like put holes in it. Try to put some holes in that so it just kind of falls down in that tent. You know what I mean?
So
let it,
Can you
Did
do
you think
something quick for me, Eagle? Do you got your CO2 meter sitting up on a shelf, right? So it's like 4 foot high or whatever.
Yeah, it's 6 feet.
Would you be able to just set that on the floor a minute and see if it changes CO2?
It does. I'll just show
Yeah.
you something that'll explain exactly what he's trying to do. Let me flip this around.
I'm just saying.
I know
This
I'm
is
not trying to argue whether
this is my
I
CO2
just wanna-
probe here. Fuck. Am I still lagging? This is my probe here. I keep it right by the floor. It hangs all the way from the ceiling, but I keep the probe by the floor because I don't need to know what the CO2 is like up there. I just need to know what it's like where it pulls into my rooms. So yeah, I keep it low. And I've done the tests. There's loads more down there than up here. Loads and loads more.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. I don't know. Like Eagle said, his usually hang around like 600. And then I'm just wondering if you dropped it to the floor, would it go to 900 or does it go to like 650? I don't know.
All right, we're a foot off the ground right.
It's on the floor here. That's so that it pulls CO2 from the floor, not from up high, because I know there's much more down here.
And about a foot off the ground is where your plants are going to be getting it anyway, so you don't need it much lower than that reading.
Eagle, to answer your question, the falling down with the pipes thing, yeah. It doesn't spray that often. Once it's sprayed and got to its ppms, until they use it, it won't spray again. You're much better just putting a fan underneath the canopy pointing straight upwards, and then it just all time because it's actually muddy in the room and not refilling up. Oh, fuck.
You're chopping in and out, but I agree with you. Having a fan below the canopy will blow that CO2 back up to the other parts of the canopy and give it to the plants that need it. And just recirculating it is a good idea.
Good to know. So basically what you guys are saying, I'd be almost better off having to go blast into the room and then have something blowing straight up into the from the room into the tents.
I think you'd be surprised how little you might have to inject.
Yeah, you will be, especially when you hang out in there. Like if I hang out in here, this is a very small room, but if I hang around in here, it can get up to 3K. And then it stays for ages. When you haven't got a lot of plants in the room, you can really notice how much longer it stays in the room. Like as soon as you work with it, you get quite a feel for it.
That was one thing I noticed with the heater though, man, how quickly it did drop. Wow. I mean, as soon as I shut that heater off, I went from 12. I mean, within 5 minutes, I went from 12 to 9 to just, it fell off quick. It didn't
It's because you have so many plants.
See my CO2
No, it's underneath every door and every crack in the floor, and yeah, it's gone.
I don't know, man.
Room.
You need a natural gas CO2 generator, unless your house is all propane. But if you had like natural gas hookup, natural gas CO2 generator, hook it up to a controller, and that, I mean, it does throw a little bit of heat, but you'll have it'll keep you wherever you want it, wherever you set the controller.
Way cheaper to run.
Running and switching tanks out all the time. Mine's propane, but I got to switch the fucking tank out still. It's
nice
like,
big environment to put that in. That's perfect for that. Better than bottles, I'd say. I'd do that in a bigger environment.
It's like 20 to 1 on the propane is to like CO2 or some shit like that. Just the CO2 that's created when it's combusted is a lot more than what the propane actually is.
I was just shocked by how high mine was with no supplementation. Like, and maybe it's because I'm in such a tiny spot and I have 2 cats, me and my wife, but it's 1,300 at the lowest to 1,900 on the high end with 0 supplementation.
That's what I'd expect from what I see. Like, so I'll see this hasn't sprayed once since I walked in here now. I set it at 1,200 and I bet it's at 1640. And so it was 1,200 when I walked in. So just since I've been sitting here 20 minutes, it's jumped several hundred. So it gives you an idea. And it'll keep doing that for a while. but it's a sealed room, obviously.
Yeah, see, and I think that matters a lot more the tighter the room. Because
See,
none of mine are semi-sealed. I wouldn't call them 100% sealed, but you know, I did a good effort towards it. But
I had fresh air intakes, and I'm talking about my house. My living space as well was the same levels because my lung room is like, you know, where I live. I'm in a very tiny house, and I have a giant fan that will draw cool air in from outside, which is 400 ppm in San Diego. And I have another one on the other end of the house with like 3 fans in that window drawing in cool air, and I'm still at 13 to 1900. So when I seal up during the winter, it's like closer to 1900, 2000. And like, I have to be careful that we don't keep stuff sealed up too long because you start getting fucking like lightheaded and tired and shit.
what are you gonna pull in 50-degree air?
Oh yeah, that freezing, chilly winter weather.
You know, I'd just like to say that Doggo just built a really nice greenhouse. I don't know if you guys saw that video, but dude, I just want to give him a shout out and say, dude, well done on that greenhouse, and especially the way it's positioned, where it's got the perfect sunlight track. I'm very envious, sir. Well done.
And what is that, Bigus? Is that as much sun as you can put in that building? Is that what you're trying to do or not?
He optimized the path of the light. The sun. So he completely optimized it. I love that video too. I can't wait to see him in there growing something, you know? He's going to be so freaking happy. That is a beautiful place. It is.
And so what? You do that and then you use shade cloth as and when you need it, depending on the weather. That
depends on your region. So like I'm in San Diego where we get fucking crazy intense sun. We're going to have to use shade cloth in our greenhouse. But if I was in Humboldt or if I was in Oregon or if I was in Michigan or in Alaska, I'm not using fucking shade cloth.
Or Buckinghamshire.
For the most part. Yeah, for the most part. You want the most sun you can get.
There's a lot of technology.
Well, his panels weren't necessarily clear either. They were somewhat, like a foggy.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you, and again, you wouldn't have to, cover anything if you're optimizing that is like your bedroom, open like bedroom or whatever. You're just using it for like a work light. Or even if you had like your veg along that wall and you had a light, you're just using it for extra spectrum during the day, a little something extra during the day, and it wouldn't really matter as it came and went, just a little bonus.
Exactly. You could add a light if you needed to, but in his part of the world, the sun is pretty solid.
Pretty
but if you're 12-12ing it, you do need 12 hours of light. So
it's a stealth.
Oh, nice! I didn't
install.
Oh, sorry.
So you wouldn't even know it was there really. And
I didn't realize that the top was clear. I thought it was just like a roof building, but the sides are opaque.
But it's got, the way it's, I like the fact that it's wood, right? So that you can screw stuff in and you can play with it. Sometimes metal. I used to build metal greenhouses when I was a kid, and once you build them, it's pretty, it's kind of hard to attach shit, and it's, So I was impressed.
You don't got to worry about paint or mold, though. That's the nice thing. Unless you get really good wood, you got to get like pressure treated or whatever, or certain stains to make sure that you're not going to have molds after a few crops. That's one downside of the wood.
He did a good job.
Yeah, he sealed it up good.
Yeah, and that's something.
That's the ideal way to go, though. Like a light depth type greenhouse, fucking fired out, man. We got sun power. We got controlled environment. You can still flip whenever the.
I'm sure we've talked about dream rooms, and all our dream rooms had a roof that folds back, right? We all, want that sunlight.
A lot of people don't want that.
The depth thing is.
Domes.
A lot of people aren't hip to the sun. A lot of people are not like pro sun. They're all, oh, indoors is the only way to fucking go. I think that you get a fuller spectrum from the sun. So I think mixed light depth is the way to go. Climate control, you get your light when you need it. If you're having a cloudy day, you fucking run the LEDs or the HPS, whatever. Look at Brandon Russ, fucking Black Label Organics right now. That dude's fucking killing it over there in the light depth.
They're gorgeous.
I did a
Oklahoma.
I just want to go visit, just to go run down that aisle like that, dude.
I had this conversation in my head yesterday where it's like I might stop following Brandon Rust because all his photos, they kind of look fake now. It's all too perfect. It's all too lovely. That's a bit too lovely.
I'm thinking I need to send some fucking seeds to Breeder Steve because he was just posting that every single year in December. He's gonna have the fucking crop of everybody's seeds up, and if you want to come visit, you can come visit if you send him seeds. So I'm like, these Velvet Punch F3s, I'm about to send 100 to Breeder Steve because my ass needs to go.
It's worth the trip.
Yep. I guess I'll have to go and see every single cannabis variety in the million seed search. Twist my arm, Breeder Steve. Fuck. I've got a passport. It's valid. I'm fucking doing it.
Hey, Jack, why don't you throw a couple velvets in there in that book of mine?
I can't, unfortunately, because I'm doing what's called book shipping. It's like a cheaper rate for anything educational. They have the right to open it up and confirm that it's a book. And if they did that and they saw that there were seeds in there, they would probably take the seeds and probably take the book. So it's no winner.
Can't have that. Can't have that. Can't have that.
Separate package, though.
Your binder
Just a
doesn't
thought.
have a hiding spot built into the book?
Right
I'm only
on,
working with
Smiley.
60 pages. I don't got a stash pocket. In the second edition, I'll have a little cutout.
I would
Window.
love to see the printer's face on that. Yeah, I just need a fucking place
just
in
a
the
little hole
spine
right here.
to hide seeds. That's all I need.
No. So that'd be me with an X-Acto knife, like somebody like cutting the fucking pages out of, I don't want to say it, but like I've seen people do it with like the Bible or like an encyclopedia to hide their stash in like high school before their parents fucking, they'd cut out a little gap, or the phone book and you open it up and you got that little pocket in there. So I think it'd be doable. It'd be a lot of effort, but that'd be a fucking
That's where
cool
I kept my
thing.
cigarettes at boarding school, in a cutout book.
You get it printed like they do and just have the cutout there long enough for the PCR tube, and it'd be like 20, 30 pages thick. So it'd be a quarter of the pages would have that, Jack, and it would fit right in there perfect. I mean, they would have to literally flip through, and if you did it close to the binder, I mean, they'd have to really look to make sure.
That's clever. I'll say this: I sent out 700 seeds, and less than 100 of them have been grown. So a lot of people that get them just sit on them, and I'm not a big advocate of that.
I'm just fucking around anyway.
The one thing I heard that I think is funny is you send people a wet paper towel with the seeds in them, and then they're germinated, and then they have no fucking choice. They've been grown or they're done.
Nice. Where's Breeder
I
Steve
think they
then?
can
How
mess
come
up.
you've got a passport?
Free germs.
Why do I have a passport? So I could travel internationally. Breeder Steve,
No, I
he's
get
been all around. He's been on Twitter a lot talking. He's in Canada right now. He's been doing the pool bud thing. I don't know if you follow him if you're on Twitter at all, but he does some updates over there, and he's been on Future Cannabis Project here and there, but he's got a lot of shit going on. That dude runs probably more business than all of us combined will ever do in the rest of our lives in cannabis. He's like already done it like last year with hectares, but we can all aspire to like be a little step closer to his level. He's a fucking legend, man. He's like
Yes.
the OG of OGs.
I'm just teasing about the passport. It's just a rarity for.
Hey, when we getting him back, Eagle? He was fun. He's a great conversation.
If Eagle stops sending those dick pics, we'll finally find out.
The last time it was a bud dick pic.
No, he'll probably come back fast, I'm sure.
Check him out. I'm sure he's got something new that's came up.
He's a fascinating individual.
He was just on podcast, wasn't he? Like yesterday or the day before?
I think I saw him on one of the thumbnails. I didn't watch the video though, to be perfectly honest.
What compliment did I pay you,
Yes.
Smiley?
What's that?
What compliment or shout out did I give?
Oh, you were on the Frugal Force tonight. And,
Yeah, no one knows what that is. It must be a mash. No one knows what that episode is. We haven't recorded anything, dude.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, he played then at the beginning. You were like, you said shout out to Eagle Gardens and fucking talking shit with Eagle, and so that was your fan. And yeah, I don't know.
I
Yeah,
guess
you
that was
didn't have
about
a
4
beer.
months ago or something, 6
Yeah.
months ago.
You didn't have a beer, just a little spot right here with your.
Right.
Just a little. It
There
was
you
a
go.
minute ago. It was a
You
minute
looked
ago.
like you were in your mid-20s. You weren't even gray. Like,
Yeah.
That's funny. Appreciate the shout out nonetheless, though. Really.
Well, as it
So-
goes, it was right around the time that everyone was shouting out everyone. Like, we see a bit less of that now, but yeah.
Oh, I know. There's not. All right, let's justify this. Let's justify this. There's not a bit less of it right here because I do this shit every night. I shout everybody out every fucking night.
All right. It was pre come round my house and I'll call the fucking police. All right.
All right, there you go. Even with in your accent. Oh man.
I believe that's the definition of a chicken fucker.
Yeah.
They're just not going to be of any use to me. When I finish with you, they're going to take me away. You get me?
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So is there any objections for me doing like an audio only for a few minutes? I need to move some stuff around and
Yeah, go right ahead, man.
this is
I hope
this is the part that is sad on my end because you know what I'm digging out? I'm actually digging out that box that I fucking was telling you about with the bulbs in it.
Yeah.
But you know what's in that box?
Jack
All
Benny's
my backup digital ballast are down. You know what I'm pulling out of that box?
Digital
Fucking
ballast.
old man. Oh no, I wish. Old man magnetic ballast. You'll get to fucking hear the hum and heat of an old man
ones you need
magnetic
earplugs for.
ballast.
Old
Yeah,
fate.
until I can fucking swap that thing out. Oh man, I can't even believe that. I never thought I'd be dragging that thing out. To be honest with you.
Get
But
on
then
to
again,
Lumitech, dude.
That's why I kept it. That's why I kept it right there.
So you can see the lines when you bring the camera over now? See the lines again?
Oh, probably, yeah.
There's a tennis court I go to that has a magnetic ballast for their HPS lights. They have like a
Why?
6
Because you
light.
can hear it humming, yeah?
Yeah, when it's right next to the thing and it literally cranks on and it's like so sometimes it's like a little off. It's really old and it'll like hum and buzz and it's like you can hear when it's working proper and when it's like a little, not quite.
Not warm enough or cold enough.
Yeah, it's funny though to hear it try and fucking kick up and watch all those. I just think about the cost that HOA
Same.
is paying every single time they're having a few hours of tennis
So
being played.
So if anything, it'll be a fun show and tell for the kids that don't know what a magnetic ballast is. So
That's right.
I'm here. I'll be chatting along. I'll just be like working in the background trying to get this other light fire. So.
Eagle's gonna do a retro gardening video.
Yeah, everybody else is moving forward. I'm like going backwards. Today we're lighting up magnetic ballast. For those that you don't know, get this out of your grandpa's shed. He's probably got 1 or 2 of them laying around.
Your local church will also be illuminated this way.
When I was building the stealth boxes, we would make a insulated box for the humming problem, and it would pretty much do the trick.
Oh, so fun.
We also made we didn't have carbon fans, so we made a cedar, put a burlap bag full of cedar chips with cedar oil and had a fan blow right into that. That worked. But all this new stuff now. I was looking at my pile today. I was rearranging things. Got metal halide, HPS, one version of an LED, another version. I mean, it's just like, I've been doing this for a little while because you got the remnants of all the gear, right? That through the years, you don't ever want to get rid of, but you never use.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump
but
out.
Sometimes
boys.
Yes, Jack.
Yeah, there's 5 minutes till at least a 3:20 where you guys are at, but you guys can celebrate a 4:20. I'm gonna jump in the chat, probably do a dab and go to bed. But it's been great chilling with all of you. Smiley, Bigus, we got Green13, Jhnny. Thank you all for having me. Great to see you boys as always. Have a great evening, and I'll be in the chat chilling for a little bit. But thanks again. Peace.
Yeah, you had a good day today, Jack.
You always reach into that shed every now and again, Bigus, and pull out something when something breaks, or you find something and make something. So we keep that shit because it means you've got everything you need when you need it.
That's funny. I don't have.
Here's a question.
When I need
Quick question, guys. I got a 600-watt ballast hanging right up there on that wall already. Should I just throw a fucking 600-watt bulb in that fixture and just swap things over, the wires over to that ballast and overclock the 600? Or fucking take the time to dig out the fucking 1,000-watt magnetic and fucking run that thing?
100%. 100%. Because by the time you've lost what you get from that magnetic running at 1,000 is going to be shitty fucking translation, whatever I'm thinking of. Like the magnetics are really inefficient. So you might as well use the 600 overclocked, I'd reckon, and save yourself the energy of rewiring all that crap.
Measure twice, cut once.
Then take that other bulb back, chuck that shit away, and get that fucking Lumitech.
That's exactly right. Take that other ball back.
But I can't count on.
Get your money back.
I haven't talked with Lumitech yet, though. You got to understand the deal with the devil before you count on it.
100%. Yeah. From listening to what you were saying last night or the night before about Mars and the links and all that bollocks, yes, for sure you've got to check out the deal. I'm going to tell you this though, it's one of them where I don't want things on my page, or I don't want to promote things that aren't any good, because then you're telling your friends, yeah, look, this is good, but it ain't. But that thing is good. That's a good company, and that's a good fixture.
This is my advice to. I want to get on camera for this. So I like to think once in a while I do have a good fucking suggestion for people, and this is my suggestion for all of us content creators, people that hang out on YouTube, because I know a lot of us are getting, hit by these light companies. Jhnny, I'm sure you've got to reach out. Geeen13, I'm sure you've got to reach out. Bigus, I know you got to reach out. Smiley, if you're not getting them already, I don't know what the fuck is the problem, because they're stupid.
Smiley's getting reached around
to you. Yeah. So basically, this is my thought on that is, if I get approached and I decide to take a light deal with yay or whatever, the videos aren't going to be posted to this channel. I'm going to make that fucking point. I'll make up another fucking channel. It'll be a fucking woohoo channel. And at the end of this video or whatever, I'll be like, I fucking made an update today on the other channel. If you guys would like to check that out, that's the commercial channel over there. But not, I ain't doing it here. I ain't throwing commercials down on this one. That's for fucking sure. But if you want to turn into the commercial channel and watch that, go ahead. You know what I mean? Basically, just throw up on a channel that I don't give two shits about. And if it gets taken down, their commercial got taken down. Start anew and move on.
That's smart, because they look for links to promotional gear that you're selling, and it doesn't have. It can be legal gear, it can be lights, but if it's pertaining to, or I mean, it's such a gray area. One of the reasons I haven't put out a video in a while is because they're just on me. I get a email at least once a week of them warning me, age restricting, basically just saying, give us a reason to strike you and get rid of you. And I think until things kind of calm down, I think that's wise advice, brother. Seriously.
I said, they stopped fucking with me for a while. And I shouldn't say that because every time I say that, somebody starts fucking with me. But I started fucking age restricting all my videos. I like preempted strikes. I know it takes me out of a lot of the suggestions for views, but it saves me a lot of trouble. And the thing about the age restriction is it's stupid. In my opinion, it's fucking stupid. We're already saying, we legally have to say already, it's not for kids. How much more do you have to say it's not for kids? I have to actually go an extra mile to click another box that says this is 18 and over. I already said that.
And it's somehow foolproof. For them to say, yeah, that's good enough.
My point. It's such a
okay. We're going to buy cigarettes, and all you have to do is click a button. If you're under, you're not going to fucking allow it, are you? It's stupid.
I'm sorry.
It's a parent's job. Don't give them a fucking YouTube if you don't want them to look at YouTube, or you sit with them while they're using their YouTube. It's one or the other. You know what I mean? It's the parent's job. It's not fucking YouTube's job or the government's job.
The fact that they give you a double standard like that in your face should be a big message that they'll do whatever they want. You know what I mean? So it's just whatever their narrative, if you're not fitting their narrative, you're in risk. You're at risk. All right. Period. I don't monetize, so they don't really, I mean, there's limited to what
420.
420.
421. Happy 421, everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to start a new one. We're going to start the new 421 or 420 through 425.
Yeah.
So Bigus, you're right, but one of the things, the bitch of that shit is and here's the difference between just no, it's not for kids, and here 18 and over. If it's just it's not for kids, anybody that's not signed in to YouTube can still watch it. And it's up to like Geeen 13 saying, it's up to the person who's ever running YouTube to go, okay, I'm not old enough to watch this, or I can watch this, or whatever.
When does that ever work?
But when you click that box and say it's 18 and over, the viewer has to be signed in under a screen name that has already been pre-approved saying that they're 18.
Right.
And by that, clicking that box, you've eliminated your suggestion by a third, because all your viewers have to be signed in. They can't be on like the TV or nothing like that. So you're losing a lot of viewers by clicking that box. They pretty much have to be subscribers, basically, at that point, because they're not suggesting you once you click that box.
That's why I let them, if they're going to age restrict, if they're going to, I don't check that box, but they do. And that's why I'm saying every so often they'll check it and give me a little warning. I'm like, all right, whatever. and they like to copyright me on music because, again, it's the only way they can make money on my channel. No, it's okay. Leave the song, keep the video up. We're just going to advertise the shit out of it. Oh, okay, thanks. And but I try to get along. I don't want to lose my channel, and so I think it's, for me, in my opinion, I'm slowing down. Live streams are different. I mean, you can delete them. If you're monetized, Google will actually come in and start messing with your live stream if they don't like what's being said. So the monetization thing gives them it seems like more rights to do something because their advertisers are at risk per se. You know what I'm saying? Where like if you're suddenly an advertiser comes up on your video that doesn't want to be on a cannabis video, they could sue, YouTube potentially, and for fucking shit up. I mean, that's the excuse that YouTube would make to get rid of you. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's more about their narrative, and right now, it's touchy, obviously, because I've been on here about 4 years, and it's never been this touchy. And I survived like people's getting their channels douched, and but seeing I also say this is documentary, it's educational, and there's a warning in my fucking whatever your notes at the bottom on every video.
Bigus, I just find it weird that all the ads that they play during your videos they're for erectile dysfunction or like hemorrhoid medication. Like, it's a weird set of advertising they always play during your videos. I don't hair, Rogaine for.
Well, I've actually
Doesn't seem that weird to me.
Yeah,
because those are the things that I fucking need, my friend. Shitty.
I was just making a joke because all the ads they play on the TV, man, like half that shit. Like, why are they advertising fucking pharmaceuticals on TV?
I've been on Zoom for 3 weeks. I lost 20 pounds. I got my life back. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. But why the fuck are they advertising pharmaceuticals? That's what I've never understood. I've never understood.
You can't
Remember the first time you saw that?
It's a psychological thing, though. The fucking people that hear that are like, yeah, that's me. And they fucking plant that shit in their head. And then they go to their doctor and they say, man, I got these symptoms. And the doctor says, well, no shit. We got this fucking high dollar shit we can write you a script for. Here you go, sir. Thank you.
Well, it's not even that, Smiley. They fucking out. I'm sure some of that does apply, but it's right there at the end of the commercial. Ask your drug dealer if Carcina is right for you. Yeah. Basically. So they're not even, do you have these symptoms? They're like, go ask your doctor if this is right for you. It's not even you have these symptoms. It's like, I was watching TV and I was wondering, crack is good for me. They told me to ask my doctor if I could have a scrub. And they're like,
that happens, sir. That is good
math,
for you.
Man. I don't know. They just said it's good for me. Ask my doctor. Okay.
They brainwash us, basically. And if you don't have the symptoms, if you keep listening to the ads, pretty soon you will have them. So,
yeah, exactly. That's the fucking wrong thing about it right there. Like, you can have 5 people tell you you're not feeling well before. It don't take long. You know what I'm saying? If every person you interact with throughout the day is like, man, are you feeling all right today? And if everybody repeatedly did that to you, it's already been shown. Like, you'll start to have like, man, I must not be feeling.
Yeah, I'm like that with weed though. I'm like, oh, I'm smoking weed. I must not be feeling that great. I better smoke some more.
I remember
I
remember the first time those. Go ahead, Eagle. Go ahead.
Sir.
No, go ahead.
Kind of jumped in. I love it when I'm wrong, and Chip proves me right there. I'm actually honored at this point about this one, though, because Todd said, I said that, once you check that box, YouTube doesn't necessarily suggest you. And Todd Kendrick said that's how he found the show, is through YouTube suggested the show. It was in his suggestions. So
crazy. That's cool to hear.
Hell yeah.
When was that, dude? Out of interest, whenabouts was that? Just gives us an idea when they were open. I bet that shit changes all the time, the algorithm.
Yeah, but you got to think all the likes and the algorithm was gonna force that out too. It's gonna force that to happen.
Yeah, I suppose so. Or the
Yeah.
continuity of every night, 60, 70, 60, 70, 60, 70. They would like, we've got a fucking...
Not to mention there's cat going on the whole time. It's like it's active, it's fluent, you know. So and what's up everybody in chat? I didn't say anything yet. Sorry about that. I don't see anybody, so I just got my phone.
I don't know how I keep getting sucked into the conversation. It's just so good, I guess. But you know what's another funny thing that I've noticed that about not, and it just isn't this show. It's a lot of the cannabis shows in general versus other content. You know, it's very flattering to see, even though a lot of our views are lower. You know what I mean? Versus some of these videos that had tens and thousands of views. You know, we only average in the 500s to thousands. You know what I'm saying? So what I think is really cool about that is if you look at the likes per views, it's really flattering to see that like the approval rate is really close to like 1/4%. You know what I mean? I've been noticing that, like, say, in these videos, that, you know, video that has, you know, 500-600 views, it's still got like 100 thumbs up, which is pretty good, because I look at the videos that have, you know, thousands of fucking views, and they've only like they're barely that. I mean, it's minuscule. We're looking like a 0.5%, you know, approval rate, thumbs up rate on a lot of them videos. I'm like, so in the grand scheme of things, even if you look at that 1 or 2 thumbs down that we get once in a while, is very drop in the bucket when you look at that kind of, you know, numbers and shit. So I was like pretty impressed when I kind of looked at those numbers the other day and kind of put it in that kind of perspective. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. That's good numbers if you ask me. Yeah.
Many times your videos, like my videos, if I type in certain words into Google that relate to cannabis, I'll end up at a website that will be hosting my video. Okay. And that's where you get a lot of views that are naked. You know what I mean? In other words, you don't get it. Nobody's gonna. I mean, they're viewing it on another website, right? So you get a lot of naked views that way.
You know what's funny is I've noticed the podcast side of things actually go backwards.
Really?
It was like storming forward there for a while. And lately, I don't know what it did, but I watched the audience go. "Whoa." I was like, really? What the fuck have I done to, like, you know, how do you piss off, you know, that kind of viewer? To where, you know, I mean, I'm not listening to this shit again.
You know, the algorithm, you can cater to it, all right? But the algorithms nowadays are so advanced. I mean, they know, like on a phone, they know how hard you're pressing on the link on your screen. I mean, that's how advanced the algorithms are. They know, you know, pressure, heat. I mean, they're reading just a
If they look at the algorithm today, they won't see many thumbs up though, dudes. Fucking hit that shit.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I've just been and had a look. Considering we're discussing it, mind you, I actually went to look for thumbs down. I was like, we're still getting that, but we haven't got any today. And I don't mean we, I mean you. When it's thumbs down, I don't want anything to do with that.
It's funny you said that. I was just hitting the thumbs up.
What was that? Smiley, what did you say?
I said I had just hit the thumbs up myself, and he said that. That's funny.
Same.
The whole idea in the beginning with Google anyway, and since Google owns YouTube, I'm pretty sure they run the algorithms, is it's just like a big library of categorizing content, and popularity raises that content up. You know, like if you have an index file in a library, the more read books are kind of up on the front part of the index, you know. But it's gone way past that now to where they're analyzing what you look at, and just it's bizarre, you know. So there's really no way to, I mean, you'd have to be a PhD in fucking algorithms to, you know, have any idea. And then it's going to change next week. So
analytics is, you know, I mean, it's bonkers, isn't it? When you start to look at psychology and analytics.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
The
what we
what?
do and how we act, what we will like and what we won't like. Certain people who like everything, you know, it's crazy.
That's the whole idea, is they want, it's a control factor. It's another way to control. More information, more control. I mean, if they want to zero in on any one of us, they can. I mean, if you want to look like a nail, you're going to, the hammer will find you. Right?
So again, we've talked about this fucking many times, and we're dancing along the subject right now. And I hinted on it last night, but man, when I spoke to the gentleman about, you know, the scrubbing of, you know, we were talking about last night. You wondered if they could hear us in real time, and I talked about the copyright, and they could shut it down that quickly. You know, it's scary that it's like that. But I really, you know, what that gentleman said to me was one thing that scared me. Well, it didn't scare me, but I was like, I know it's one of them things like you get that, I know I'm on the right track feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what he said was, it's all fucking data. It's all fucking data. That's all they're worried about is fucking data. Data. And I've said that a million times. And what scares me is it's right, man. The data, the way we spend. I seen something else the other day. It was I can't fucking remember. It was an update for something stupid, but it said you know, it showed what it actually reported back on. That freaked me out for a second. Fucking it was like battery use and fucking how you charge your phone. Everything that it was reporting back, the app was reporting back on, was nothing to do with how you were using the app. It was more data on how you were using your phone, how long you were using your phone, with what apps and shit like that. It was all spying on you. So with that being said, we're again data. You know, I can't help but wonder if we're not living in the Matrix already. Are we stage one? Are we the fucking programmers of the Matrix? You know, they're just watching us, taking all the data, programming it in for the game. You know what I mean? I can't help but wonder. I can't help but wonder sometimes when it comes to data, straight out. So that's all they don't give a shit what we're doing. They just want to know how we're doing it and when we're doing it.
That will influence it down the road. I mean, they have 1,000-year plans. We have the 5-year plan, right? I mean, it's drip. It's not ocean waves, you know, in your sleep. It's they control humanity that way, and it's always been that way. I'm sorry, but I don't want to get too deep into this, but they have delivery systems to alter our DNA and food, air, water, medical, all kinds of things to control the Homo sapien, and it's just a fact. I mean, I'm not trying to scare anybody or talk conspiracy bullshit.
Things changing our DNA right now. As it sits in your pocket and your blood passes through it, it's changing your fucking DNA. It's breaking it, changing the chain.
Yes.
Tesla is a good thing to study, in my opinion. He pretty much had it narrowed down, and we're seeing a lot of his work being revealed now. But he said basically it's frequency and energy. Basically, you got to study those things. And I mean, dude, just even at the human, we are a bioelectromagnetic instrument, all right, that houses a soul. So our thoughts, our programming puts out a frequency. And I And that's where the whole what you give is what you get, or if you give with a full heart, you're going to get 10 times back. I mean, it's real shit. I mean, I can personally attest to being on the taking side. I think you guys were talking about that. I think Sean was talking about that, where you're a salesman or whatever, and you're just doing what you're told to do to get the biggest take, right? But then when you give freely of yourself and your heart, the rewards that come back are phenomenal. I mean, and I've experienced both ends, and I prefer the positive side. Just saying. I'll shut up.
Yeah.
I started going off. My bad. But dude, you're doing here what you're doing here. All right. I just want to add this, all right, before I shut up. Love. Humans crave it. All right. When you feel important, you feel loved. So when you have someone up on your channel and you interview them and you're kind enough to let them speak freely about who they are and where they came from, what you're a king to them. You're a king to me. All right. Why? Because you gave me the opportunity, right, to feel loved. And that's the success of what you're doing here. That's why I'm here right now. Because I don't fuck around with any, I don't mess around with any other live streams, I'll be honest. Because it's not about giving. It's about taking. And I don't, again, energy and frequency. I don't want to be aligned with that. So good on you, brother, and everybody here, everybody on the panel, everybody in the fucking chat room. I love all this. Dude,
It's awesome.
It is, man. It really is. So
it's a connection.
I'm done.
It's definitely a connection. I think it is. You're about to say something, Smiley. What were you about to say?
I was just gonna say that's deep, Bigus. Dang.
There you go. It was, yeah,
It was.
definitely.
Very kind words. Very kind words.
It's just truth, dude. It's just truth. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass. You know me. But I give credit where credit is due. I'm also the guy that's just like Sean was saying. You come to me with something, and it's not a good idea. I'm gonna tell you. Sorry, I'm gonna do it as kindly as possible. But I'm not gonna blow smoke up. Why would you do that? I mean, again, energy going in the wrong direction. It just doesn't work.
But my only thing there, Bigus, you said that we're biophysical being, but we're also a biochemical being too.
Yes.
So there's a lot more going on than just that.
Dude, if we knew how to use these freaking human instruments, we would be the gods that are mentioned in the Bible. I'm telling you. Right? But they don't, dude. Do you think they want us to figure that out? That's why they don't know this, man.
We are made in the image of God.
We only use, 10% of our brain? Something like that?
It's not much of
it. By design, by genetic design, genetic modification. I'm going to tell you a weird story that happened to me today. A friend of mine in Texas, real dear friend of mine, she was telling me that her neighbor is capturing cats and killing them. I'm like, what? And she got in trouble with the police for complaining about it. I mean, really? And I looked the guy's name up because he's a PhD. And guess what he's into? Genetic modification of RNA and DNA. And I just went, fuck. All right. So I didn't stumble upon that by accident. All right. And that's what's happening to us, my friends. All right. We're just being experimented on, and it's just sad. But in America, you have the right to figure that out and not be a nail, be attacked. Just live your life in peace and in balance. You know what I mean?
Your own path, yeah. Definitely.
K&T says Bigus is my sort of peeps. I gotta agree. I like
Been
it when
around forever.
Bigus pops in with those deep thoughts.
K&T's
They're
been
much like my own, and I don't have to say them. That's why I appreciate when Bigus pops by. I agree with a lot of what Bigus says. That's for sure. For sure.
RH negative. The friend I was talking about, she's RH negative. So don't get me started, please. But yeah,
Oh,
dude, I love everybody in
that's
chat room.
So-
Seriously.
the RH, that alien blood type, isn't that what they say about the RH? That's the what you can go in on that. That's funny. That's who is the RH there? The Watchers. That's kind of the blood of the Watchers. The RH, isn't it? The Nephilim. Is that right? That's right. The blood of the Nephilim.
Was
The RH. The RH blood.
it's supposedly a from the bloodline of the royals that came here to genetically modify the indigenous species to
Anunnaki.
The Anunnakis.
to turn them into Homo sapiens.
That's the same as the Watchers, though.
Yeah,
We
Anunnaki,
need-
Anunnaki, whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of different names and stories. The eye opener for me was reading the Sumerian tablets. I got to admit, I went, fuck.
The what?
Sumerian tablets.
The story of Gilgamesh is another good one. There's just the information is out there if you're interested. It's not that easy to read some of it, I'll be honest.
Have you read the Book of Enoch?
Yes.
That's a good book.
Yeah. Raises a lot of questions.
Yes, it does.
Negative. Lucky Mike. That's why you're lucky, Mike.
Lucky Mike.
No. The Book of Enoch. What questions? I mean, outside of being like a flat Earth kind of thing, I don't know. It kind of answers a lot of questions, I think.
Well, exactly. Yeah. It's.
But even to the argument of the flat Earth thing and the perspective that it was given and written about in the Book of Enoch, Enoch was taken up into the heavens, and even if you look at what an astronaut would perceive even today, looking down on Earth, it could even be like, thought of as, the sun came out of this portal and went into this portal, and you know what I'm saying, depending on what perspective or where he was at looking down at the Earth, it could have just looked like a flat disc, right? And you know what I mean, that was just his dreamlike description of it. So I don't know.
Perspective is the key word I think you said there. And we see maps and stuffs from ancient times, all right, and we make judgments upon them in real time, and we sometimes forget to try to think as they did back then when that image was made or whatever, when it was written. Many people did writings in allegory where, it was more of you'd sit in the town center square and discuss things. They didn't have TVs and shit, so what do you think that story means, or what do you think that lecture is about? But we don't read it that way.
Wasn't it Noah that they think wrote the Book of Enoch though too? It wasn't actually Enoch, and it was
comes from that lineage, I believe.
It's like a lot of those stories were told, like, that those were like bedtime stories that your grandpa told you, you told your grandkids, and what I'm saying, it went on through lineage that way as being.
Well, I thought myself that Noah came after, and Enoch's was 900 and some years old, and I thought Noah only was only like 300 and some years, right?
Noah's the descendant of Enoch, and through in like the line of Seth or whatever. But they like, yeah. So yeah, that's right. He was his great grandson.
So,
great grandson.
and what's funny is our age actually, gets younger and younger. Like we've actually been kind of reset, and actually, as we actually, if you look through time, it went from a long period of time of close to hundreds of years our lifespan was to basically 30 to 40 years. So I think at some point things have been kind of reset a little bit, and as we were reborn as a civilization, we're still where our lifespans are becoming longer. Our fucking knowledge of things in general is becoming greater and greater and faster. I think we're being almost reborn as a civilization to where we'll be at some point. Well, our lifespan will be again hundreds of years long. Again, we'll be at a higher state of knowledge. Back to where they were back then. For some reason, again, there was probably some big wipeout, some reset for one reason or another. But I think we've been wiped clean, and we're just we're getting older as a species. You know what I mean? We're coming back from that baby to we're probably like in the teenage type phase right now. You know what I mean? As civilizations kind of go.
Don't get me started.
Why not? What else we got to do, Bigus? You go ahead and get started all you want, bro. Welcome. I'm listening. Yeah. I might be out of the picture, but I'm definitely listening. I'm definitely listening.
I don't know.
Okay.
Every age. I'm going to just say this. There's an age. I think it's like 24,000 years approximately. We're going into the age of Aquarius. There's been the age of Gemini, age of all the different ages. It's been written, I think, in the Indian texts especially, that at the beginning or the end of an age, the sun produces a flare that will enlighten the beings on Earth, and it can also cause destruction, like waves and floods and storms and fires and volcanoes. All right, and that's why I think that we see such a repeat of humanity's existence on Earth, much farther than people want to make us exist. So are we there right now? I don't know, man. I mean, something's going on. I do know that. We're at the end of an age. We're just beginning a new age. I mean, but because of our short lifespans, and again, that was genetically modified, we're shit. I mean, if you live 100 years, you're lucky, right?
If you look at it though, Bigus, we're right on the cusp of a lot of biblical prophecy happening.
Yes.
I mean, the movement of Jerusalem, like the Temple Mount is one. The Temple Mount is one of the other key things. Damascus being totally ruined. There's some key things that are like on the cusp. Some of the different countries that are described in the prophecy they're different names now, but a lot of that's lining up the way that it is in that prophecy too.
So is it prophecy, or is it just the same theme being played again and again and again? I mean,
or is it the program we're in?
I think we can. I mean, in an age in 24,000 years, how much can humanity advance? And what happens, at least from what I'm reading in ancient texts, is a lot of the people that know what was up, they went inside the earth. I mean, and so there's a lot of, there could be people that are there could be civilizations that are millions and millions of years older than what we are on the surface inside the planet. And I mean, if all this stuff that I'm reading from the past plays out, I mean, why did they give the time to write all this stuff and chisel it into fucking clay tablets and shit? I mean, you know, it's not like they're trying to spoof us in 2021, you know. So you have to kind of really go, huh, you know. This all happened for me 15, 16 years ago when I got into reading the Bible. I read the Bible. I started reading all the sacred texts. And then I started to study, well, where did the Bible come from? And it was just like, talking about rabbit holes, you know. It really opened the doors. But again, I think many people now, I mean, I could not have had this conversation 5 years ago. Just, okay, that's a short period of time in an age, you know what I mean? So things are speeding up. You know, we are past the meridian of the, supposedly the meridian of the Milky Way. We're going into the more positive side of energy. The sun is a little more white now. It's not so yellow. I mean, there's indications if we want to look, you know, but fuck, we're so stupid. We've been so indoctrinated on how we're supposed to think. It's hard to, you know, and then if you do gain some kind of an insight that you think, oh, and then somebody calls you a conspiracy theorist or something like that, you know, you're just like, no, you know, no, I think I'll just go back to my, you know, meta story of the Bible. And, you know, it's not easy. I mean, but everybody wants to fucking, at least most people I run into, they want to know the truth. Fucking just tell me the fucking truth. I mean, I'm not going to fucking talk shit about you. Just tell me the truth.
Most people I bump into don't have a radar that has this shit on it, dude. They're busy trying to buy a next thing, next BMW.
Yeah.
Which are so tight.
There is archaeologists that believe they found Noah's Ark and the Ark of the Covenant. So to me, that would be pretty big historical evidence, you know, physical evidence that would indicate that the stories of the Bible are true.
True, very true.
Which would kind of be like a big, you know, piss in the face of a lot of science, right? Like,
yep. They kill you for that.
Especially the idea of an ice age.
They kill you for that stuff. I mean, if you get too big of a fault, if you're a nail, they're gonna hammer you. And one guy, Lloyd Pye, I don't know if you guys watched any of his videos, he proved that genetically we've been spliced beyond any kind of natural, I mean, we've been genetically modified. He proved it. And he died shortly after of cancer or something. You know.
Interesting.
He committed suicide, right?
Yeah, he got that Seth Rich disease.
Stabbed himself in the back. It was quite a feat.
Put his hands around his own neck. Yeah. Choked himself.
So if you threaten the narrative, you're a slave, dude. We're slaves. That's the other thing. People need to understand that. I mean, try to be as free as you can. Right? I mean,
oh my God, please do.
Where are you going to go? Are you going to go to the Amazon forest to escape the control system that we're in? You could, but then you lose all the amenities.
They're kind of chopping that down as well to make sure you can't do that too much longer.
Yeah, true. Make sure you wear your mask.
Yeah, yeah. Chainsaw dust, diesel fumes.
Yeah, probably shoot an arrow in you as soon as they see you. Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. It's fun being human, I think. I enjoy it myself. I try to.
I'm starting to.
Yeah. About the time you nail the lid down, you start to get it a little bit, get an idea, a little bit of what's happening.
So, Bigus, have you saw those old maps, like the 18 or 1500s or something like that, or it might have been 1200s, I'm not sure, but there was a guy named Perry Ellis or Perry or something like that. Yeah. And he had a picture of the Antarctica.
Yeah. Yeah, Antarctica.
I think they
go ahead.
I think they called it I can't remember what the name of it was, but it sounded like it was talking about very large things living down there, is what it sounded. gigantica or something like that. Or
There's
forget what the name
several
was.
theories, but the one I kind of gravitate to is it used to be the Earth shifts on its axis. Again, if the sun makes a flare and it tilts things, I mean, so
Sure.
the Antarctic used to be, I think, what was referred to as Atlantis, where all the technology was, and they went inside the Earth there. I mean, the other thing is, I mean, it's proven. I mean, one guy, his name was Admiral Byrd, I think.
Yep, he flew into the middle of the Earth through.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he met with these beings. So this is back in the 40s and 50s on proven, on record. So it's like, do they want us to know about this? I get, nah, it's just an old folks story. I mean, okay, well, but you can't fly over it. You can't. And now the ice is melting down below. So they're kind of like, oh, fuck. Yeah, the pyramids are showing, you know, and it's like,
Yeah,
the Nazis,
Google Earth is all blotched out. You can't see certain spots on it. It's just, it's rather, you know, peculiar.
Here's what's obvious. They're not telling us the truth. That's what's
Oh,
obvious.
that's a fact. That's a fact. They're hiding something.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I think you're fucking lying to me a little bit.
it's almost like they're putting out so much propaganda that you can't fucking make anything out of what's true. You know what I mean? Like, while there's no direction, you're just confused because there's all these different things saying the same but different things.
Yep.
But it's all designed
to that information.
I think cannabis.
Would anybody like to take an irritated dab with me?
I do.
I would just love
What are
to.
you irritated
Yes.
about? What's it?
I think it's cannabis
We're too close.
has
to
been made for times like these.
I believe
This was in balance.
it has. Well, you know, if you think about it, they did find an altar of incense that they used to burn stuff to God. The Jews, they used to burn marijuana, cannabis on the altar of incense.
They would bring their
Cheers.
best.
Let's do that.
As the
So
first
let's burn our.
My email's my email's not here, and I'm not fucking doing dabs without my email anymore. So
You know, the other day, Green 13. The other day, you were having a heck of a time with that rig, weren't you?
which one? My e-rig? Yeah, man.
It didn't take long.
I told a
It didn't
fucking
take long.
story and then recreated it. Yeah.
Exactly. I remember something like that. Yeah, that was pretty. I'm sorry to see you go through that, but that was entertaining.
Well, man, when you're sitting on the bed and whatnot, it's not, you know, you should go to the rig, I reckon, not bring the rig with you, but, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, so it may be the hood. I can't tell right now. I got to bust out at least another fixture and run it over to the ballast. I got the 600 plugged up to it, and it fucking keeps firing up, and the bulb will, like, it fires up for like 30 seconds, then shuts down.
What the fuck is that then?
Yeah. What would be the hood? What would the hood do to it? That's just the covering, right? Or are you talking about the outlet itself?
The background, maybe in the fixture or something. I don't know. You know, wires get hot. That's a hot picture, man. It's years of being fucking 100 degrees in there.
It was the only thing you haven't changed, mate. So the truth is there, right there. It's the only thing you haven't changed. It can only be the thing that's the problem, right? Unless you've got a double problem, like you're replacing a bad part with a bad part.
And there's a possibility that bulb could be bad, but I don't know. So now I got to drag out another hood, plug it up to that ballast to see if it's the fucking ballast or the hood. I'll know here in a second, but I'm just irritated. I got to fucking drag something else out to play, find the problem here. Which, if that fucker's down now, that we're I'd definitely be on the phone tomorrow. Be like, okay, somebody talk some deals here.
Yeah, I'll be your friend.
I don't know. No. Deals. I don't like no IOUs. I want a fucking handshake and we're both good.
So you go. I just replace some lights if you need them. Maybe something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll let you guys know in a minute if it's I'm going deeper into this problem or
Worms come out of that can when you open it.
Fucking go in.
yeah. You see a fixture come flying at through the eagle, you know what's up.
Spark, the screen goes black.
As he goes into the eagle.
Little bit of space debris flying through the atmosphere.
Looks like he's welding in the background.
Fuck it, I'm good.
That would be funny.
Eagle's gone supernova.
He comes back and he's like illuminated, glowing and shit.
That'd be awesome, actually.
Right. I think I'm doing
Landings.
I
Robert,
did find some 16-foot. Holy shit! Some 16-foot cords that I could use to fire up other tents, though, to that clock. You know what I mean?
more expensive.
I bought some like long cords back in the day, some like 20-foot power cords and shit.
You gotta get the ones with the multiple ends on them too, so you can plug more.
I do have some of those. I actually made some. I bought some from Hydro Farm, but you can actually use a regular extension cord for that shit. And actually, a regular extension cord with like a 3-way on it will plug into that box, to be honest with you. And as long
Who's
as
that,
you
Johnny?
know that you're running 220, you know what I mean? The fixture knows or can switch. That's how I've got it jumped over to my other tent. It's like a regular 3-way that's plugged into that fucking box, and all them lights are running 220 through that 3-way that runs, and it's just a regular extension cord. It's a 12. It's not a 14. It's a 12. But yeah, it works just fine. Yeah. All the wires are basically the same. It's just power, ground. You know what I mean? So as long as the fixture can handle that, when you're swapping over a ballast, that's all you're doing is you're supplying the fucking, you know, it works. Just trust me. I'm not going into logistics right now. I'm fucking tearing shit apart. Yeah, it works. It works. Obviously, I run it every night.
Who's your friend, Johnny?
Oh, that's my little boy Shamgar. He was sitting there just posing, saying, "Dude, come on, take the ball, throw it for me." Come on. You know, so
Join me in, Johnny.
Yeah,
the area I just opened up, man. There's extra lights in here. There's like this was like another old area I used to like staging area. I used to use at one point, just like shove shit back in the kitty corner. Now it's like storage for lights and shit. This is like you talk about that museum of lights. I just opened up like the fucking storage for the fucking museum and shit. Funny shit. Oh man, stuff I didn't even know I had. It was
Chuck that shit away and hang some lights on the roof in there, dude. What the fuck? You got free space. Every man on this panel's looking for space.
Oh my God, this is a treasure. Do you guys remember? Oh man, this is a treasure. Hold on. So hold on. I gotta shut the background off.
My friends.
Oh, this is
exciting.
fucking hilarious. This is how I used to roll right here back in the day. This is no fucking word of a lie. Hold on, I shut this off. I've talked about this. If Jack's watching, he knows, he remembers this shit. So this is This is my fucking, this is what I used to fucking carry. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe this. Oh, this shit, big old sweat mark. Fucking, so
Is that your rep?
this is how I used to roll right here. This, oh my gosh, what is the fucking date on this? I know there's got to be a date somewhere. 2/23/16 is when I was dragging this around. So this is what I had. This is like, you see, this is a fucking book. You see this? This is a book. This was what was in the garden. This was printed out 2/23/16. So this is what I carried.
That was your caregiver forms and stuff.
No, this is how I would roll. I would walk into like a dispensary with my overages, and I would go, okay, this is what I've got with me. And if they had questions about it, I would have this all right here. This is the strain, but this is also like, this is what I had this week. But this is also, if you see something you like, this is what's in the garden. You know what I mean? So this is a book of, this is, this was what was in the garden at that point. You know what I mean? So there was Mother's Tongue. I was running Mother's Tongue at that point. I was fucking running 9-pound hammer at that point, 16. Even test results. When the fucking the 9-pound hammer back then was only 17%. Is what it was running.
You got test results, rude boy.
Yeah, no shit.
So canna, fucking, I was running Critical Sensi Star back in the day. So seriously, I would just hand this to like the dispensary, and I'd be like, if you see anything in there, let me know and I'll bring that back. You know what I mean? I was running Jack Straw back then.
Good idea.
So what else we had in the garden? Jelly Bean. That sound familiar?
Yeah.
Jelly Bean was in the garden back then. And you know that I still suggest doing this. Cheese was in the garden at the point. What else was we running? Afghan Kush Special from World of Seeds was in the garden back then.
Oh shit.
We were running Sour Diesel from DNA was in the garden at that point. I was running Dynachem, which I ended up crossing with Agent Orange and running that for a while. Agent Chem, I was calling that. And then these were stuff, look, strains that are missing here already that I couldn't find info on. Purple Death Star, which was Coracle times Death Star. AC/DC times Coracle, Wonder Woman, and Marmalade I couldn't find information on. And then I was still running Cheesequake and Chernobyl. Chernobyl was in the garden at that time.
Is that the Slimer cut?
It was a Slimer cut. Some Skunk 11. And some Shangri-La was in the garden at the time.
How many do you have in there? You go.
So that was it. That was the end of what was in the garden at that time.
I was just gonna say, you have your 50 shades of or 50 strains of Eagle
already made. Yeah, man.
So basically, that's what I would do. You know, I would go around with my overages, and I would, you know, go, hey, this is what's in the case today. And if they would go, wow, that sounds pretty good. What's that made of? I'd be like, okay, this is Jelly Bean. It's good for blah, blah, blah. This is, you know, basically show them right there in the book. Yeah, this is all it's good for. This is, you know, its uses right here. And then again, I'd be like, okay, if you see something in there that you like that I don't have here with me today, you can put an order in right now and I'll be back. And I'd put that right back in my case and fucking I'd spin it around and let them look at my pre-weighed overages there. And that's funny. I'm glad I found this, man. It's been floating around forever. And I've talked about it on a fucking couple of interviews that's asked about me, but
I like
that's
it.
fucking funny. So yeah, that's what I was running fucking 4 years ago, what, 4, 5, 6 years ago now. And that's like,
Yeah.
So I was like chugging along back then, you know what I mean? I was moving. I was moving back then as well. Man, that's crazy. I'm glad I found that book. That was a trip down memory lane and shit.
That's cool. I got to go to bed, guys. Thank you for letting me sit up here and feel important.
Hey, wait a minute.
Whoa,
Hey,
you're
you
important.
can't leave
You're
before
important.
4:20. You just got a couple of more minutes.
6 minutes, Bigus?
Yeah, hang out with us, homie.
Okay.
Made it this far. I gotta agree with Jhnny
Yeah.
on that one, man.
All right.
Yeah, you can't leave.
Just,
It's a full
What's-
point without any
I don't
bacon.
mean to sound like a pusher here, but what's one more puff, man? What's one more fucking puff?
that
man?
last
Yeah.
drop that I took just went ding. Oh man. No, man.
You don't have to take a full one.
I'm gonna take a bonger.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Cheers, everybody.
When in doubt, smoke another one.
Well, he's ripping onto it already. It looks like he wants to call 420.
Warming up. I'm warming up.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you choke there, man. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that, Bigus. I made him do that. I stopped him halfway through it. You made me feel like I needed a drink of water with that.
That was a good one. That was a good hit.
Yeah.
I got 2 or 3 more left in me.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah. I get up early and again, it's 1:16 Eastern Standard or Pacific Standard Time. You're at Eastern Standard Time, right? Yeah.
Not me.
4:16.
Dude, I don't know how you guys fucking do it. What time do you get up in the morning, Eagle, or in the afternoon?
Yeah, it's scattered, man. I usually pass out around 6, back up around 10-ish, and then somewhere like around 6, I usually pass out for like an hour or so. And then that's about it.
That's
I'll go to bed after this and sleep like a baby till 11:30, maybe 12:30 sometimes.
That's a pretty good run.
and Green, he's just getting going.
I get up 5, 6, 7, something like that. So I was up on the earlier side this morning, I guess.
I get up. I'm not quite that early, but I get up about 7 usually. And get the coffee going and just kind of have my little routine, Feed the
This is
cat.
working great for me, really. Yeah, catch the end of this show if I want to, or some of all of this show, and then I have a lovely day, and then I can go to bed at the same time as my missus. It really is working out great right now. Could do with some fucking sunshine though.
Amen to that. Yeah, I too. That's one thing in Oregon is you see when you see the sun, it's like beautiful here because it's so green.
Yes, it is.
Green and everything, right? The rest of the time you go outside and watch the moss grow between your toes. It's just like,
Yeah, man.
And we don't even, if you grew up here, you don't have a rain umbrella. You can tell the people that aren't from here that running around with umbrellas and putting the paper over their head, and we just take it.
Yeah, it's a funny sight.
Go out
Yeah.
there, something soaking wet. It's pretty much people give you a towel. Here.
You don't get nothing in England. You're just wet, unlucky.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what we do, too.
You're not made of sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me about 15 years before the webs between my toes went away.
Yeah, but now you're in the driest of dry.
Yeah, man. It's I should move to somewhere a lot more sunny, to be quite frank. Because
What's the nicest time of year to go to Vegas? What's the nicest time of year to be there?
in Oregon,
Oh, the nicest time of year.
Vegas. Spring?
Yeah, in
Springtime.
Vegas would be it would be right before winter or right after winter.
Yeah.
So fall or spring, more or less.
I'm thinking
So
an
what
Eagle Cruise-
sort of temperatures?
An Eagle Cruise.
Well, right now outside, it's, it was probably up in the 70s today. It was nice outside today. Yeah, it was nice. We had a nice sunny day. I went out there and did a little bit of work that I could do since I had my shots. I'm able to actually do a couple of things around my house now, which is good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I am
420.
ready.
Oh,
Okay.
I should get my alarms going off and shit. I set an alarm because I got tired of missing it every day at 4:20.
Cheers, everybody in
cheers,
chat.
everybody.
Happy 420.
Cheers, everybody.
So I almost wondered about the difference between dabs and fucking flour a little bit, because I this fucking I bought a little banger for this thing today, and that was what I was kind of complaining about. I got three fucking bowls out of this thing before it cracked. I was like, shit.
Did you put water in it?
No.
Right.
All I did was
That's
heat
just
it up
shitty, man.
three fucking times and it cracked. And it is what it is. But what I noticed was I had been smoking flour out of this, a couple bowls of flour, and then I threw that dab bowl on there and hit it. I was like, holy shit, that fucking flour and fuck that rig up, man. I was like, man, I need to clean that before I fucking do any more dabs out of it. So I was like, man, really makes me kind of wonder carcinogen versus carcinogen there. What's it? I don't
There's
necessarily.
no wonder, man. It all shows in there, doesn't it? I've got a separate rig that I use for combustion because I don't want that shit in my nice oil rigs, really. That shit is different shit. It's combusted. And it stinks like shit.
Good night,
It
guys.
took me like one hit.
Good
Good night,
night,
Bigus. Thank you for hanging
brother.
out. And cheers, brother.
Much love, brother.
Have a great
God
day.
bless.
Man.
Cheers.
I'm gonna follow.
Can't
her.
wait to smoke out with you, Bigus.
I'm getting out.
Bigus.
too.
All right, brother.
So, Green 13, when you showing up?
Well, we were walking yesterday. My boy's turning 50 in the next couple of days. And so I'm like, what are you doing for 50? And he's like, well, obviously nothing because we're not allowed to move or leave the country or anything.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So he was like, when it happens, it likely will be a villa in Vegas, come
Excellent.
get some. But he was like,
When-
I think spring is the nice time to go if you don't want to just sit. Them man will just sit in a casino, but I'm not into that. So yeah.
There's some beautiful country.
You a red light, man? There's only two reasons you go to Vegas. You're either gambling or you're hitting that red light district.
Yeah.
Actually, no. There's
I'm going to go see Jhnny and smoke a zoot.
There's a whole show scene out here that you can go to. That's completely on the legit, man. Legit. You know,
Yeah,
good stuff. There's a lot of
Madonna
good
and
stuff out here.
whatnot.
You got red rocks. You can go out there, do some hiking. Beautiful country out there, especially in the springtime.
Yeah.
You got the flowers coming up and shit. You got the desert shit. Look, man, it's gorgeous out there. It really is. And the rocks are just brilliant red. It's amazing. It's a really good hike out there. If you're into that.
Cool. That's me. I love that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of stuff to do around here that's not about all the red light district and shit like that. Most of that,
This little guy
most of
here
that
makes me want to, like a Rasta Bob Chum. This thing's. This thing is
Chopping
pretty good.
you
Makes me
down.
want one.
And a chopping board.
So Eagle, when you gonna do another a hash bash? You're gonna do one pretty soon, or you're gonna do that live? Or?
Yeah. I'm thinking about it. I'm
That would
actually
be
thinking
good, man.
about it.
I was
somebody-
thinking about what you said the other night, and you know what? I think quite a lot of that oxidation I'm getting is really about running that washing machine a bit too long. It's really is probably chlorophyll. I probably need to back off a bit and learn a lesson.
I don't think
I just
so.
want all my heads at once.
I think it's more quality, to be honest with you. It's just straight out quality. It's not necessarily more chlorophyll in there. I think it's just more quality of the hash. And you know, to be honest with you, Jhnny, I was kind of thinking about maybe a partial day episode, you know, because there's so much loads to do. And I was actually thinking about just kind of setting up outside. You know what I mean? It's fucking freezing cold out there. Fucking set
That's the
up and
perfect
just
place to
run
do
and do
it.
some. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do
Because if you're
beautiful
inside,
daytime
you're gonna
episode.
if you're inside, you're gonna deal with the melt, right?
Well,
The
it's
thing
never
is,
that
though,
bad, but
I was taught recently
Never that bad?
to change the water every run. And when you do that, like, you have to recool that water each time anyway. So indoors, outdoors, meh. But you know what? I did run a cable outdoors and run outdoors. Because, like, also when you're dealing with your bags and the stuff, if it's like -1 outside, that's pretty fucking helpful. It's like being in a cold room, you know what I mean? But I do not enjoy hanging out there. I feel like I might as well be blasting if I'm standing outside.
well, it's one of those things too.
I
That's,
know,
you
I
know, ice is, you know, there to bring the water temperature down. So if I take things outside, it can slow things down. I actually don't need as much water. You know what I'm saying? Or not as much water.
As much
not
ice.
As much ice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which leaves me more room in the machine for material versus, you know, ice. So, you know, it'd be good to just for experiments. I've never done a straight out, fuck, it's going to be cold this week, man. If anything, I'll be fighting to keep it from freezing. I'll be having to keep the machine running just to fucking and stop for 5 minutes, and I got a head of ice across the top. I had to fire the damn thing up and shit.
Well, if it's too cold, won't you have to deal with the water freezing?
I wonder.
You know,
I wonder.
Won't
if
the
this
water
is a
turn
thing,
into like
too.
a really thick substance? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
Because when water gets to that point, when it gets to that point, man, it starts getting thick. And
I don't know.
slushy.
I think maybe if it's insulated too, so it may be whatever's in there will stay to that temperature. But
That's
so this
point.
is one of the things I'm thinking there. I've got a fan speed controller, so I can't help but wonder if I hook that up and like dial it down. If I, instead of like not running it for a long time, if I could just leave it on the bare minimum. So like if I'm working on another batch, it's just in there just going, you know what I mean? Just ever so gently, just enough to keep it moving and keep it from freezing. Just
Keeping it
Just
cold.
ever
Yeah.
so gentle,
Or you gotta
yeah,
keep it-
rocking
okay.
back and forth. Oh man, I bet you. I don't think it'd hurt that motor at all, and it would be just the perfect amount of motion and just the enough to keep it from freezing while I was working with other material.
That's the next thing I'm getting
Yeah.
is bags. I'm gonna get me some bubble bags.
I'm totally like ignoring a great wealth of knowledge here in chat. I'm fucking Indra's hanging out in chat. I'm like ignoring.
Oh, hey,
it,
Indra. How you doing, Indra?
He's been putting lots of pretty pictures up recently. And a big
Oh,
fucking
yes, he
extractor, a big old machine. Oh man, did you see him? Oh, Eagle wasn't moving. I thought it was lagging. Did you see him? The one where he had a spading out fucking BHO, and the caption said something like, "This is ready. It doesn't need the degaussing. It's already done. It's ready to go." And we have to use a shovel, and they're shoveling that shit out, man, with a aluminium shovel. It looked wicked.
Wow.
Indra's saying
Man, I'd
that
love
the
to see
bubbles
that
wasted
operation
time
going
for
on.
the yield. Oh man, I gotta
He's right.
disagree. I just.
But I don't have to stand outside and blast. Look, degaussing's an arse for me. I love BHO and I love making it because you get everything at once into a liquid and then done. But this is a different thing we're doing. I'm sure he's just teasing.
I've never had it. I've never had BHO.
Well, I've had some. I actually have some here in front of me that Tommy Tricone sent me. And thanks again, Tommy Tricone.
Hey.
I actually let it sit out and let it actually crystal up. I let it warm up and crystal. You let it go, you'll lose a little bit of terps, but you let it break down into some good stuff. Some good diamonds. Some nice diamonds.
Easier to work that way or what?
For me, it's it's more headier. I can it's higher of a ceiling. I can hit it a few more times and just kind of keep getting fucked up. Be honest with you. Versus kind of hitting the ceiling.
Like this ain't black and white.
Stupid.
This ain't black and white, but for me, like solventless stuff feels more full body, and BHO for me gives me a bit more hype. But it's not straight out that. I've got a feeling like some of that is to do with the temperature you dab it at. And like now I've got an e-nail, everything seems to come in a little more consistent. The hit is consistent, it lasts longer. So it'd be interesting for me to get some BHO or blast some and do it again. But man, I love BHO for the terps. But you know what? Once you've squished something, you have to wait a week to really enjoy it anyway. So degassing takes me a week, but so does like rosin sitting in a jar. It has to sit and get good. It's shit on day one. On day 7, it's amazing. The cure really is important for the terps.
For me, I don't know. I don't have the proper shit to necessarily use the butane. You know what I mean? I would have to use it, like you said. I'd have to let it sit out a long period of time in the open, no reclaim. I'm not going down that road. You know
that
what I
wouldn't
mean?
even do it, Eagle. You need to get down to like 40 parts a million, really. You know, we know now. So yeah, you got to use a chamber.
That's just where I enjoy it. But if I were gonna have that done, I would take it to a professional. You know what I mean? Somebody with proper equipment, and just have them run it for me. That's for sure. That's what I've always done. Anytime I want that type of material, I just take it to somebody. I make my bubble hash. That's my skill set. That's where my equipment's at. When I want something else, I just take it to them. Actually, that's what I should probably do. Some of that material, just fucking take it. Let somebody blast some of it and make smash out of the rest of it.
Yeah.
save some time.
Yeah, do a half and half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, that hit. Kicked my ass.
I need my ass kicked. Fucking hell. Need to bring the email out here. Jesus Christ. My wife looked too peaceful. I didn't want to disturb her this morning.
Shit, the other day, Green 13, when I went downstate, fucking, that reminds me, I need to take that out while I'm digging. I've got a little carrying case. I actually just fucking emptied the water out of the little rig and threw it right into the carrying case. E-nail and all. I'm like, I'm going down to see my daughter to hang out. Might as well throw this in there. Fucking, I got down in my daughter's house. I fucking watered up the rig, fucking plugged in. Yeah, fucking sat there like fucking the whole time just talking, fucking doing dabs and shit with her and shit. Why not,
Johnny,
man?
that look amazing, dude. Yeah, Eagle, that's exactly
Look
it,
at how
mate.
gnarly she's getting.
That's my type of shit, dude. I love that shit. It's
I love
exactly
that.
gnarly.
I can't believe how this is the second well, this is the clone of it, so it's really expressing itself now. And it's still got another week and a half to go yet.
Yeah, it's nice.
She's pumping.
Yeah,
I don't even know if she's gonna be done.
I'm gonna get a carry case and do exactly that, Eagle. I was looking yesterday. I'm gonna get like a Pelly case for the and just take it where I go. Fuck it. There's always an outlet. I'll get close to an outlet at the party. You know what I mean? You'll find me over by the e-nail.
Oh, yeah. I think at that point, you've kind of just drawn everybody over to you at that point. You're like, you got dabs over there? Yeah, endless. Come on over. No torch. I'm not, not going to burn nothing down over here. Nothing. Let's. I think that's what I think that torch is like a big I think that's where people go, I don't want no torch in here and shit. You can burn the place down or, something. That email definitely takes the stigma out of it. What are you saying there, Johnny?
I said, how do you like my my haze bean? This is my bean here. My creation after my light.
Everything in there looking real happy, Johnny. That's fucking
this
super
one here,
leafy,
she's thick right up to the bud, man. I mean, it's just a solid stem. This thing is so rigid, there's no way that any of those buds are going to lean. You know what I'm saying? I love this thing, and it cloned really easy too. Got a pretty wicked smell to it.
Look at all them dicks.
What's that?
Look at all them dicks flopping around, dude.
You like? Yeah, I love this. This is beautiful. That jelly bean is just, he's getting thick.
Which one's the jelly? That is.
Yeah, that's one right there.
Oh, man. Chunky girl.
Fuck yeah.
She's chunky.
Yeah, she's starting to really put out some different stuff right now. Starting to chunk up, get really fat. And that's Amy Ace's right there.
She's a chunker too.
Yeah, I love the way she looks. She's really strong. Got really strong stems on her too. And this one here is Sunny and Kazoo. Starting to really give me some really pretty stuff on the top. Nice colors.
Yeah. Everything's a lovely color.
And then I got
healthy.
This one here is Bud White Genetics. Cocoa Berry Jones. This is I can't wait to get this one. I want to try it.
So
go ahead, Eagle. What were you saying?
I just wanted to point out that the jelly bean that we have, that everybody has, isn't the jelly bean F2s. It's this jelly bean right here.
The one inside your book. Oh, yeah.
This is
cool.
this is the one where where it's got all the claims to the 2007 winner, High Times Cup winner, Best Sativa, High Times Hash, second place, all that good stuff. So it's saying the genetics on these in particular seeds are unknown, skunk orange, orange skunk times Romulan times Cindy 99.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got
what
Cindy
the
99 in
genetic
it.
makeup. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that in the leaf pattern because my Cindy 99 blueberry
What's
has
that
kind of
plant
like
you're showing right now? What's that, Jhnny? With the 3 leaves? That's not a re-veg.
Oh, yeah, this is a well, not a re-veg. No, this is just a clone off of the Jilly.
Oh, okay. It looks a bit pissed
Yeah.
off, mate. It looks like it's re-vegging the way it's gone all a bit super leafy.
Yeah, she's got a weird look to her. I noticed that too. Yeah, and had a lot of single leafers. You know.
Yeah, it's a stress response from a light situation. It's a hormonal thing. It'll come back.
Oh, because I had 2 other ones that did the same thing, but I've never seen that before in my garden. So I guess it's maybe just certain strains are kind of like that then.
In my experience, that's tried to go into flower and hasn't made it and come back. It is re-vegging in a way for some reason.
Yeah, look how thick this one here is. There's got a lot going on there. I'll be able to get some good clones out of that. This one here too. Look at that. There's really lots of activity going on in there.
Yeah, they're both
my,
classic re-veg situation. Just gets real bushy.
There's my little clones right there of my my duck foot. Cloned up really nice. They look very similar to each other. You know what I'm saying? Got a very unique look to it. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I throw all my plants in my flower every once in a while just to kind of give them a boost of light. Go ahead, Eagle. What were you saying?
I'm an asshole.
No.
Go ahead. I keep forgetting. I just pop into at random times to fucking with random shit. I was answering chat here, and who was it? Fuck. Damn, I lost it. Oh, Stony Creek wanted to know when was Cindy made, and for that you'd have to. I would actually look back to the first Mr. Soul interview I did when he talked about creating the C99, and when he created it, he told that whole story. So if you wanted the accurate story without just blabbering on, I'd watch that. To be honest with you, pretty good story. Oh fuck yeah.
I'm just waiting for my med card, so I'm not doing anything live right now. But yeah, that was earlier. I sent to Smiley.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you want to see my auto that I got going in the other room? I'll show you guys that real quick. Yeah, got me a little auto down here. This is my 24-hour tent. This is my auto right here. Let me get her on the light.
How old is it?
Let's see. Did I? Oh, yeah. She started 11.9. So not that old. Wait, that's not right. That 11.9. That's not right. There's just no way.
Yeah,
but she's really.
I love being a fucking pack rat. I've got ballast, guys. I've got digital. I got magnetic.
You got it all.
I found a Thowie.
Yeah. These are cows right here.
What's that? 1000 digital, yeah?
Yeah. I found I opened that tub. There's a fucking whole fucking stack of magnetic. There's fucking 600 fucking digitals in there, 1,000 digitals. Shit, I forgot about. I need to take them ones in and see if they can be fixed. They're usually something stupid on the inside, but yeah.
You need to put that shit in the bin and not spend another penny on fucking fixing nothing.
Come on, man. What? You just use it for scrap aluminum? There's some good fucking. It's crazy Eagle. Fucking crazy Eddie. Fucking it's crazy Eagle. That's fucking funny. Oh, man. That excites me, though. Hopefully, it's not the hood. Now I'm hoping it's not the hood. Now I just got to dig out a hood to see if it's the hood. Huh, how fucked is that? That's where it won't be. So if that big old XXL goes down, now it won't be so big of a yay. All right. Sorry to keep butting in, guys. Again,
No.
I'm an ass.
You know, biting in. Yeah. Jesus Christ, it is cold out there this morning. Everything is frozen solid.
I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. That's one thing I'm glad about.
Makes the dog shit easier to collect.
It's pretty easy out here. They turn into little crispy biscuits.
Yeah,
quick.
true. Yeah.
They dehydrate rather quick. Yes. It's yeah. All mine, when I go out there, pick them up, they're all little hard things. It just does a few hours, man, and it's ready to go.
Yeah, that's nice and easy.
Yeah. Well, I am going to cut out myself.
Me too.
Yeah, because my neck's starting to hurt. It's been hurting for a little while now.
Heading to bed.
Yeah, I think I need to rest my. I done too much today. I was outside. What's that?
It's a hood.
Just found a hood. Yeah.
All right.
Took out a trash can. Took out a coffee cup. Yeah. Nothing that can't be fixed.
No.
There you go.
You got to do shout outs now, though, brother. We're heading out.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you got work to do.
Eagle. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
I'll see everybody in chat just a second.
All right, man. Thanks, you guys, for popping in.
Thanks,
all right,
brother.
Peace and love.
Have a great Sunday.
Yes.
You too. Well, that does it, guys. The episode, The Wormhole. 312. Yeah, 312. Oh, shit. I got to minimize this. Bring this up. Yeah, 312. How you guys doing? Let's see here. Catch up in chat. What's up? Ep312. Chad Westport. Oh, Mike Denver. Ned Denver. Sorry, Ned. Netty Dread. All you guys. Yeah, as you can see, I do have a pile of work and a ton of mess behind me. As you can heard, I just fucking made a big old mess for myself. Man, I have got work. Gotta get that light fired back up. I gotta get this mess cleaned up. I got shit to trim. I got seeds to drop. I am behind to say the very least. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully, God damn it, I can't skip. I just can't skip the shout out. I just can't skip the shout out. Hold on, I gotta get my fucking book. Here we go. Oh, what's up? There's a new name. Our Raz Banshee. Is that how am I saying it right, Raz? Cheers to you. I'm throwing you on the shout out list right there. RZ Banshee. Shout out to you. All right, let's get some music going for these shout outs. Well, I gotta fucking roll one. If I'm sitting here for a second and I got a long stretch of work coming, I might as well smoke it while I do the shout outs, right? I need to look at myself, bring those up. Jhnny, your garden did look amazing, brother. I'm so sorry that I wasn't paying more attention. 12-minute shout outs. You think I can do it in 12? The best I could do is 16. Yesterday I did it in 16 minutes, according to Miss Chicha B. And that was huffing through it. But I'm willing to take your 12-minute challenge there. Do you ever recognize new names all the fucking time? All the time. I know the regulars. 100% recognize the regulars and new names. For sure. And sometimes I feel bad because like sometimes I either see them like when I'm in the middle of a good conversation and then cannot reach like my pad or something like that, or if I am able to reach the pad and not being able to reach, I kind of like scribble them in. There's a couple of names on here that I've like kind of like just kind of roll without looking away from the camera that I can't fucking, I don't know what the fuck I wrote down, to be honest with you. It's like, it's pretty bad when you can't even read your own handwriting, to be honest with you. Yeah, I do remember it's you, Janus. I do remember you, Janus. That was a funny one. Was it you? I did actually put Helen on the list. Rob, who is Helen? Who is fucking Helen? I seen somebody say that last night, and I was like, what about Helen? And I was like, who all right, please, who is Helen? I wanna make sure. There's you, Janus. What's up? Hey, you, Janus. All right, I'll put you on the list. Fuck it. I usually don't put it on there, but it's a fucking it's a fun one. You, Janus, you are now officially. I didn't put it on there, but since you're reoccurring, fuck it, I'm gonna shout it out. I'm gonna fucking shout it out. You got the fucking sense of humor to go by that name. I got the fucking sense of humor to fucking shout that shit out. The Madam T giveaway. Huh? I never got my. Yeah, I did win, but I never got it. I don't know. I'm still clueless. Still clueless. All right, let's get something going. Let's see what the fuck we can get away with, man. Fucking Jones for some new music. Wish they'd be a little bit more free. Fuck it, we're going in on a good old Mark Jark. All right, here, guys. Got your timer set, Chicha? Let's see, we're going for official time here. Yeah, I light my joint first, so I'll get this Merc rolling. I'm gonna set a time. Let's see. I trust Chicha B. I'm curious myself. Stupid phone let me in. Hash fingers. I love it when my phone says it's not me. It's not your fingerprint. All night long. Alright. Stopwatch is set. Here we go. Let me clear my throat. All right, start. Amber Lilana, psychedelic warlock. Artist LD, Sir Sticky, Rob, Big Day 420, Brent Wendell, Big Ed 1961, Metawada G3, The Green Clit, J&K Triple G, Mr. Sprinkler, Brittany and Tyler, Teasley, Hope Farms, Lisa G, John, Beat You Crazy For You, Bug, WG, BGWG 420, Dr. Budswell, Purple OG, Arthur, Sense Media, Arthur, Just Space 420, Beast Coast 420, Sir How, Trey Balone, Keep It Real, Haggard to 420, Subs Up on Audit Everywhere, BTWD, Gross, Bigus, Green Puppet Man, Alex Boykachev, Chef Life, School of Crop, Cause I Love It, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie Real, 100, 212, Andy Man, Miranda Family Farms, Page Farms, Me All Flower, Ryan Henderson, Green 13, Newton Sailbot, Wins, Kingdom Aquahan, Kingdom Aquaponics, Indra, Michigan Native, Mary James Medgarden, Streamer 77 Double D, Bad Bunny, Nutrients, Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nugs from 619 to 664, Spaniard Kruger, Jones into Grow, Papa G Grows, Raz Amy Grows, Cass, Grow from Your Heart Podcast, Lily Luna, The Green Med Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Stony Creek, Lost Art, Mr. No One, LG 420, Giant Mike, Prometheus Soil, Jason Eyestone, P. Win, David Colby, Mason 662, Scroggy Miss Scroggerton, the fourth, Goddess Grows, Kaylee, Chad Brad, Family Farms, Polly P. Bjork, Eric Ferguson, Kevin Jodry, Mike Honcho, Jay Huggins, UDA, Green Tree Hunter, Kush Cloud, Joshua Steensland, Organic Home Buds, Warren Nelson, Cam Wood, Mystic Maine, Show Love Always, Kelly Stone, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, Sarge S, Claire Fresno, Happy Guy, Sub Cool, we miss you, D's House, Dang, Mama Lost 710, Scarecrow 420, Green Thumb Bum, Christina MG89, Unplugged 705, Medical McGullicuddy, Rick T, The Rebel, the 9G207, Fabian Salinas, Dave's Not Here, Tom Spook, Greg Walker, Mendo Dope, Cheetah, Dun Beetle, Red Eye Jedi Gross, Mother Nature, Justin Conway, Duckweed, Run Boy 7426, Justin Gooder, Strongman, Okie Grower 75, Corey Trevor, Michael Wallace, Mole Vision 420, Who's Your Cat Daddy, Taco Don Slug, Rick S, In the Bushes 827, James Siemens, Kevin Hahn, World's Last Hope, Pats Fan 420, Bio Ninja, Dirt Road Dude, Kenna Shiva, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, Dab Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, 710 Canuck, Kenna Shiva, Canna Queen Genetics, Stabby, Tanazi, Pumnor, Dirtman, Dan, Keith, the Black Sales, Zen Premium Gardens, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jeff, Soil Roots, Small Tubes, Tyler, Frosty Buds, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buds, Doe T. Roy, Big Jar Grows, JC, Modern Genetics, SoCal Weedner, John, Last PPJ 15, Green County Grower, CJ Apple, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Grower, T1 Productions, Dank Grower, DOA Grown Meds, Miss You, Miss Nudie Grows, I Grew Some, Johnny Candace, Nutrient Shootouts, Naughty Nicky, Zoe and Slammer, and then Wine, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Observation Booth, Clover 420, High Spy, Aldridge 25, Miss Madam T. Suit, New Mo Grower, The Kind of Crap, Loki Grows, Cass, This Guy, Burton 79, and Betts Grow, Polish Hammer, Midwest Outlaws 31, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Nerds, Kelly Connections, Wolverine Grown, that is, Big Jar Grown, Jimmy One for Life, Laid Wayback Farmer, D Block, MMP Nations Creations, 311 Mix-Ups, Kinder Grows, 311 are Evergreen, G's Friends, Tree, MMJ, Matt S, Save Vault, Dragonfly, B, Justin Meds, Travis Wells again, Lucky Mike, Eric Ferguson again, Seattle Chronic Seeds, King Chronic, Titan from Blessed Coast Seeds, Shingo Gas, Wabasso for Life, John Smith, Tommy Trico, Folk King, Raz, Pop Little, Slow Roll, Spiky Pilot, Oscar Green Jr., Matt Steelberg, Indo 11, Stephanie B, Sharp Pulley 989 by Bron, Sovereign Garden, Solar Nation 420, Joe Y, Bugs 1, 311, Painted Lady, Frank Booth, Jay Myers, Jamid, Chat, Mr. Manny D, Bagsy, Dr. DGC, Jeff, Shredder 911, Dutch Gross 420, Scallywag 4-Ball, Skillbo 1, Medgrower 1, Empire Breeding Co., Fagroli, Lost Leaf, Liam Mass, Danny Danko, B Bear 7, Ollie Noble, CK, Tom Trinidad, Loney Jester, Smoking with Small Town, Tim S., Mr. Lazy, Raptor Grows, Rob, Automation is Freedom, Robert Hazelton, Dora, Michigan Core, Double Tap, Mr. Green Thumb 420, 808, Rooting Prospects, the Canna Bus Driver, Hating Life, Kenny 710, Operation Grows, T Ben, Rudy Nut 619. Thank you very much for the hammering emails. I'm loving that thing. Dr. Scrambles, VB Moonrocks, GHF Double J, BIO Green, Stealth Grower 56, Hanky Stanky 420, OGKP, Ganja Nana, Your Mama, Georgia Joe, Roy Rodriguez, B Growing, Nature's Best Nugs, Killer Bees, Ganja Wizard, Husky Guards, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Ooh, Soil Life, Bully for Life 420, the Jeffro 420, Beavis 698, Dr. Franklin Booty, Goddamn, I'm Big Ted's Test, the Rippin' Fat Boy, Jack Greenstalk 420, 420, Boom Farms, Charlie's Farm 420, Aldridge 25, Smiley's Garden, JD, Smith D's Nugs, Smoking Grove, Fraser, Gostoski, Twisted Roots, Faded Farm 420, Jeff Dorowski, Genetic Memory Farms, Evolve 420, Cameron, Mr. Bagsy, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Grower, TW, Ginger Snaps, DTE, Grows A, Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Ned Denver, Mike Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Cannon Trooper, Blind Cat 420, Light Up Again Tim, Light at UKSI at 420, Booty Boy, Devin Shipper, Medical MJ, Budsville USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Dankman 420, Dankman Dan, Red Setter Farms, Good Life, Joni Bell, Chicha Bay, Most Hated Grower, the Major Joe 420 Armies, American One, W Digger 714, Shirate, Kenny Oates, and Linux, Mountain Skies, ready to hit that hot fire, Chris Mertz, Ian, Save Robbie, Sergeant Life, Heffa Cam, Finger Lakes, Finest, Ridge Patch, Dozer, Boom, Southern, BT Grower, Choose Medical, Jer Bear, Plus One Mushroom, Secret City, Pioneers, My Little Tent, 24-2 Spacewalker, Christian 3-Month, T Barrington, Heart and Soul, Homegrown, Mike B, T Dwayne, East Coast Will, Heidi Day, Galactic Gardens, John Smith, Elliptis, My Natural Farms, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Ross, Kaya Paul, Lemon Hoko Trench, Rita's Juicy Life, Richard 420, Grant Manual, Mary Band, Sammy Sizzle, 9-Inch Colas, Chris Mo, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Guru, Kind Brew, Cannon Nation, J Wires, Dan the Indoor Man, Growing Homies, Hamilton Gross, Clip Smoke, Keystone, Kenneth Land, PA, Big High 710, Eugene Greenleaf, Ace Drew Hustle, Fred Darncalos, North Arizona Beard Girl 420, No Sellout, Jesse White, Castaigne Yeti, Introvert Genetics, So J Vixen, Robin, Killer 8, Mo Camwood, James Buttercreek, Seed Dub from NorCal, the Pharmacy Seed Net Bank, Deadhead, Smokey 616, Curtis Mayhem, Matt Myra and Morte, Matt Rick Heyman, Stephanie Dora, Antenna Seeds, Fabcarious Cave, Mike Rubles, the Drew Bear 420, Maxi 751, Lawrence Gonzalez, Slow to Get Up, Sumu, Popco 719, Bake with Shake Baby, Old Smoke, PWC Grown Buds, Laura Wash, Mr. Weed Blunt, Old Smoke, Old School Grower, Chad Westport, Ultra Grows, Flora Nugs, My Little Piece of Heaven, Punch It Sound Seeds, Goliath Grows, Richard T, Chrissy Wannabe, Mr. Soul, Who Spectrum, Gone God, Lori Hanson, Real, 2,000 Years of Tradition, Mr. D. Conley, Pimp Jan McBodyface, Show Me Sasquatch, Fuck Google and You, I'm Going Well, Canadian Restored, Poor Dirt Farmer, Carl Wright, Zephyr, Humble Farms, Tannery Farms, Seldom Seen, Oak Park Gardens, Hell 97, 82, Skunky Palace, Martial Artist 2012, Microslave Hefner, Daniel McDizzle, Medically Fit, KGB, Robert, Mr. Greenfingers, Motherfucking Thomas, Ratchet Coke, Play Monkey Balls, Andrew Champlin, Mullion, Bobby Lynn Means, Trench Digger, Mr. Mac, Tony Lake Bologna, Bill S., Weed Peace, Tater Delicious, Minty Country Roots, Here on Fire, Genetics, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Teeny Weeny 101, Buds and Hazard, Mr. Clump 14, Peter B-Man, Farm 616, All Up North, Max Grumman, Ruby, Timothy McKimmons, Neo, Justin Bean, Socratic 88, Fat Belly, Real, Jennifer Sale, Cannabis 03, Turd Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos, Latinos, Gator Country, Mr. Speed, Wolf C, Full Wolves, Fire Soul, Woolly Wookie, Wally Wookie, that is, the Goddess Grows, Rasta Bob, White Feather Grows, Bear, Burning Shrooms, the Tone Grows, Jake, the K-Man, Gross, BX Gunner 81, Smith Dude, New Grow, Sean McCann, J Munt, Stink, Agenda, Wow Canna Grow, Ball Dog, Huron Cannabis Council, Alyssa Parrish Rockfan, Justin Mick 420, Ben Fresh Grow, Thriving Herbs, High Boy, Your Mailman Grow, Squeeby Growing, Australian Growing, Love for the Plant, Argo American, Smart Poker, Unfrozen Caveman, Wise Highest, Surf Craft, Micro Goon, Jeff Lowenfels, Mobius Grows, Dake Brownies, Dan D, Elliot Harkins, Mystic Flavor, The Foraging, Gardner, Overwater, Overkill, Seattle Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Amelia Jensen, Oz Indica, Dr. MJ Coco, Brandon Russ, Matthew Gates, D's Bag, Throne Star, Shotgun Willie, Dake Yoda, Jay Simmons, Sure Bro Grows, Clackamas Scoop, DJ Conley, Aaron the Grower, like 1978, Michigan Grown Buds, Your Boy, Roy Boy, Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Clackamas 420, Stinky Colas, Dylan Stiper, PFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sun Grown 707, J.A. Drove from J420, Cascadian Grows, Cheetos McGee, Four Plants A, Weedworks, Captain Scrog, Skunky Buns, Hans Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, Gasser Tempe, Annie N, D Urge, Mr. Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose Plus, Green Goose 11, Smiles 11, Bindu Buds, Michael Roscoe Grown, Robbie, Sean Pins, Rescue Ready Roadside LLC, Notorious Nug, Magma Seeds, Father and Son, Trimming Tutorial, Sub T Dank, Jose Martinez Perez, Doggo the Hunt 420, Chiba Man, GR420 Community Videos, shout out, huge respect to GMO, Detroit River Rat. Thank you for your awesome rig and that awesome episode the other night. Tons and tons of respect to you, my friend. Luis Garcia, Michael P, AJ Everyday, Captive Audit, Cheddar Bob 13 in chat currently, Main 420, Med Grower, Cookies, Coop J, Kendricks, In for the Grill, Travis Wallace, again, Captive Audit for some reason, the third fucking time. Backwoods, all good. Sally, man, Sal, Adam, Scribble right there. Sorry, Adam. Chanel Simpsons, 15 something again. Ganja Rhodes, Kazoo, man. Much respect to you. Aaron Burning, Shrooms, Mr. Lincoln, Stinkin, Angel Studios, MG, the 420, Grow Tent, Paula D. Elia, John Fleming, Dankovich, Chemo F, Sky. I'm sorry, brother, man. I keep fucking that up. Fibro Flower, Paul P. Seldom Seen, Elevated, Lenny Organic, Sunman, Chiba Man, Sony, Jeff Apollo will be here tonight. Ricardo Sosa, Dan J, Earth Friendly Farming, Candy Forest Farmer, fuck all that beef, Misfit Grower, Jason Line 512, Snake Eye, Northern 4466, Jason Greystone, Stoner Sony Baker MD, Stony Creek, Russ Sonic, Fringe Dweller, Tarzan Superman, Old Man Hermit Hash, Freebird, Mo Grower, Matty Gar, Simple Man, Survival Time, Tim Blake, Golf Coast Chronic, Stink Fat, Caballero, Harley Grower, Jen God, Steve Collins, Todd Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, the Island Hayes, Scuba Steve Speaks, Farmer, Randy K, Steve Collins, CCDR, Claire Killian, Wardrobe Farming, Randy Grande, Pith 1000, Race Boogie, 3223, Wake Up, Captain Freedom, Be Puffer Smile, 15 digits, Michigan Ganja Mook Hash, Brad G, Super Bob, Broski 808, Weekend at Bernie's, K-Bag, the Week Justin Station Organics. I'm sorry, that's Strong Style Organics, Justin Station, Sippy, Pinhedo Lido. Someday I'll get that right. iMedic 31, Honesty, Cal Little, Me All Flower, Brett Bogue, Todd Kendricks again, Kendricks Newton, KNT, Chris D, True Serum, 4 times 4, Natty Dread, Barbara Matthews, Ancient Soul Grown, Kevin Jiu-Jitsu, Canna Health and Happiness, Berserk 215, Sleb, Low Cut, Albert Tremblay, Mo Manic Meds, what do we got? Raz Banshee, Helen, and Huge Anus, last but not fucking least. Bam! 14 minutes and 20 seconds. 1:4:20. No fucking shit. We just 2:07. How is that possible? Fucking 14 minutes, 20 seconds tonight. That fucking shaved fucking a minute and 40 off the normal time. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me in this fucking wormhole tonight on this Saturday night. Tonight will be Jeff Papella. Sorry, Jeff. I know I'm fucking that up. Tonight you'll be able to show me how to properly, ugh, can't even say that correctly, properly say that name. So, Helen the Cheater. Who is fuck is Helen? Oh my God, Rob, you got me on this Helen thing. Who the fuck is Helen? Killing me with this Helen thing. I threw it out there just for you, Rob. But I have no fucking idea who Helen is. I just want to make that clear. I have no fucking idea who Helen is. So you guys have a great day. Tonight will be, I'm promising you, tonight is going to be a great episode. Please tune in. I will be here at 11:30 with Jeff. Please tune in for that. It's going to be a great episode. You guys know the deal. If this is the end of your day, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, please make it an amazing Sunday. There's so much cool cannabis content on today. Fucking hash church, weed church. The witchy girls may not be on Chica B, Madam T, witchy weekends. Who knows? Who knows? We got Jack Greenstalk and the Growing My Fellow Home Growers at 7. We got Jack. We got fucking Dr. MJ Coco, Brandon Ross, Matthew Gates, P Predicted Green, Noah the Grower, the American one hanging out over there, Spartan Grown, tons of knowledge over there, 7 o'clock. You got that takes you up to 9. You got Hanging with Canna, I believe, maybe tonight. You got Beast Coast Grower, both great shit. They'll take you right up to 11:30, pretty much. A little break, hanging out with me at 11:30 at Jeff. It's gonna be a great night, great night. Follow show. Please keep that all in mind, all that great content. Most importantly, please try to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. I'm a living, breathing example of that. I'm gonna say it till the day I die. We all need it at some point or another. You guys have an amazing Sunday. I will see you tonight. Having a great day, morning, good night, whichever applies to you. I am